They say that a watched pot never boils, but I think technically it will eventually. It will just take subjectively, your
Yes.
impatience will be tested. Anyway, hello, everybody, and welcome to Adventure on So Many Levels. I'm Christiana Ellis, and we're going to play Draw Steel.
Steel!
I usually do the introduction part afterwards, so I'll say again, I'm Christiana Ellis, and I'm the director of this adventure. We're playing Draw Steel with the introductory adventure, The Delian Tomb. Continuing that story, our players tonight, Nobilis as Alicio,
Hi there.
Dove Archambault as T,
Quiet. Too
Lee Burdett as the first dewdrop of spring,
Yeah, I'm not liking this much.
and Paul Weimer as Tessian.
Friends and fellow sentients, I believe we are facing danger.
Hmm. So, when we last left our heroes, they had reunited fellow circus performers, or I guess maybe circus members, because I don't know that all of you were actually performers so much as you were part of a circus, which involves a lot of non-performing jobs as well.
Circus
But
folk.
circus folk, there you
Circus,
go.
circus
That
folk.
is, I think, the term my brain was searching for. Having reunited following the dissolution of your circus in the town of Broadhurst, you needed some work, and so asking the local reeve, which is the law enforcement, such as there is in Broadhurst, of what you might do to help out around town. And there was a couple of different irons on the fire, so to speak. But the one that you decided to look into and investigate first was the mysterious giant bug that had attacked the charcoal burner Orson. And in particular, this kooky old fella had an amulet that he was especially sentimental for that had gotten carried away by this giant bug. This giant bug had also attacked the pigs of a local farmer. This sort of thing cannot stand, Giant bugs, bad. Or I guess not necessarily, but this one for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
giant
big.
bugs running around uncontrolled is
Yeah.
and yeah, and causing damage is the
Hmm.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
And we do not have a glass or a piece of paper big enough.
Yeah. It's not
To
really the
transport it
giant bug
elsewhere.
part that's the problem. It's more the wreaking havoc part.
Yeah.
Anyway, once you have decided to do something about the wreaking havoc part, the giant bug part does still nonetheless become relevant. In any case, you followed down through the tunnels that indicated that this giant bug was perhaps attempting to establish a nest in the area as opposed to just moving on. And you navigated through several hazards, which involved a lot of getting lost and stepping in puddles of acid. It didn't go great, but you did eventually find your way to a large chamber, which appears to be a dead end with fresh Eric's tracks. So you're pretty sure it's in here, but you don't see it, which is not ideal.
No.
Because it's probably here somewhere, but where is the key? So, I'm going to briefly describe the room, and then before we start rolling dice, I would like to have each of you give me a little bit of a visual description of your character, just because, that always helps everyone to have kind of that mental picture, even when we're looking at battle maps. So, the tunnel ends in a large chamber, which is littered with bones and half-eaten, rotting carcasses of animals, intermingled with humanoid remains. At the far end of the chamber, a pile of debris obscures the chamber wall, Glints of metal and other objects are strewn within the debris, and the ribs of several bovine carcasses line sections of the wall. Corpses of other creatures are impaled on the ribs.
Mhm.
So, who are you folks?
I am playing. I am playing Alicio, a um, a charming fellow. He's 6 foot something or other, broad chested. He wears shining metal armor under a flashy, multicolored coat. I envision him as something of the uh, um, ringmaster of the of the uh, of the circus. He's got pale purple skin and dark curly hair. He's got a mustache and goatee, mustache and Van Dyke to be quite accurate. He carries a broadsword and a steel buckler, and he's never seems to smile quite straight. It always seems to be quirked to one side or the other.
I am playing T, a human wearing nice-ish clothes. If you had to guess, you would say she's perhaps some sort of musician or entertainer. Um, she has light brown hair, gray eyes, fair skin, and um she doesn't appear to have any armor or any weapons to speak of.
Oh, okay. I'm playing Tessian. Tessian is a devil, quite literally. Um, he's well dressed. He has glasses. They're not rose-colored glasses. I mean, he was a former accountant, former aristocrat who lost his fortune, but that's another story that I'll tell about another time. But he has rather large horns, so there's no mistaking who and what he is. He 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 has connection to the gods that makes him a conduit. So he fights with the power of the divine energy to support his friends and smite the foe. It wasn't the job he wanted, but it's a job he's got. He'd rather be a banker, but that didn't happen.
The pay is not as good.
Pay is not as good, no.
Yeah. The so first dewdrop of spring is an elf. She has golden runes imbued in her skin. You can see some of them on her arms, but the rest of them are hidden by her clothes, and she never lets anyone that close to see. Um, the uh, yeah, she has flaming red hair, which is colored purple in streaks, which matches her jewelry, which she thinks is pretty sweet. But other than that, she's an explorer, she's a tomb raider, and she also does not fight with weapons. She fights with herself. Not literally, but her body is her weapon.
Mm-hmm. So, I thought for a second I was going to have to get up and close the window because there was a car alarm going off outside. Anyway, though, you've made your way through into this the Eric's nest. You're pretty sure. Seems like there's
Yeah.
a lot of evidence to support that conclusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also certainly in terms of it not being immediately. It's going off again. One moment.
Well, it's for station identification. There's so many levels. Television network. That one was probably
make
too
up
young for
another
Dove.
list of sponsorships.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need more sponsorships in our lives.
I don't know if that would have been audible on the recording or not, but it certainly would have been distracting to me. So the case in point, though, here in terms of why don't you see this thing is, of course, you just followed it through a number of tunnels. It's a burrowing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just again for the mental picture, how are you all seeing anything at all in this underground chamber?
A torch.
I think
She
we've
has a torch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So we're just keeping that in mind for fictional description. I don't think we're dealing with like mechanics of if you have a torch in your hand, especially since a couple of you don't, have a weapon in your hand that you need to keep it available for anyway. But so you have reached this room. Pretty sure it's in here somewhere, but you don't see it. What would you like to do?
Well, I think Alicio should should take point here, should head out in front.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty certain that the way to make this thing come out is to go and mess with that pile of goodies over on the far side of the room, or at least head in that direction.
So I think just especially since we're still all kind of working on the mechanics for this, you can also, if you first want to just kind of say, I want to look around to like detect it, like if you would like to make an intuition test to try to spot it. But this is, we'll have one of you make it for the group and not everybody do their own roll.
Yeah, Alicio is well known for not being able to spot things like that.
Okay.
Perhaps
so someone else might have
should.
Yeah. He usually likes having someone at his back who's better at that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you answer to Dewdrop? First Dewdrop.
Yeah, I do occasionally answer to Dewey. It can sometimes be hit or miss, but I think today I am answering to it.
Alicio has tried out all kinds of nicknames: Dewey, Dropsy, Springtime,
Mildew.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, I think that one got him punched in the face. Okay, so I've got 2 intuition, and let's see if I've got any skills that might apply. Handle animals.
Yeah, I think I would allow that to apply in this circumstance because, it's an animal that you're looking for here.
Yeah, so that's 2d10 plus 4.
What's the rule on assisting to like?
Well, I think we're not gonna do that here, right? So I think normally the rule would be if it's justified that it could give an edge, but I think right now we're just doing the straight roll.
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
That
Okay,
is
so
a 15. Yeah.
the dice like us more today.
So
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Shut your gamer mouth. Never say, oh, hey, the dice like me today. No.
Especially when you only got a tier 2 result, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, tier 2 is not bad, but it's
it's not
the double ones that I got last time.
Yeah. So I think what you are able to detect with your tier 2 is you don't spot it. You don't know where it is. However, you do realize that there are a number of places on the floor of the chamber here that look freshly dug. And that could mean that it's a brand new hiding spot for the thing, or it could mean that it's just a weakened floor in some other way. And so I'm going to highlight a couple of those spots. You're not sure that it represents all of those in question. Like there might be more that are also weakened spots, but these are the ones that you see with your check.
Okay. Okay.
So those are places where where you see that there's definitely some fresh signs of digging on the floor in those spots.
Okay. So I'll point those out to everybody and say, watch your step. Those might be a little more treacherous than the others.
Could I theoretically attempt to
One
target one of those with a mind spike?
Hang on 1 second. One. There, I'm giving you one more that yeah. So there's also one there. Just I was thinking if you had like a radius that one you would also be able to see that one. Let's talk about your mind spike. I think it's a good question, but it's a question of like if it is a psionic mind spike, at least my first sort of my gut reaction is that it sort of requires a mind to connect to. But what is the like the language in the move? Um,
Well, it's
how is
one
it described?
creature that it
Mm-hmm.
says it attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Psionic rain strike telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, does psychic damage. Um, that's that's
Yeah,
really
it
all.
does say one creature though, and psychic
Like,
damage, which makes me think that you can't
be-
hurt like
well,
objects with it.
my thought is like if it's buried underneath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Um, which area are you targeting?
I think the closest one.
Okay. I think that you sort of try to reach out to sort of like find a mind to attack with the mind spike, and you don't feel it in there.
Okay, I'll go. I'll point. I'll kind of share with the group that um this I'll physically point to and mentally say I don't think it's under that one. And
Okay.
Okay. Um,
I think all of them are actually within range, so I could
well,
theoretically
okay,
just
but no,
kinda
I so
try that, but I'm
that is
gonna.
the equivalent of a turn. You can't just like,
Yeah,
you know, can't just get all of them. And I think, yeah, you also don't know, for example, if it could be below that, but not right at the surface. So
yeah,
Yeah, I think you eliminated being right at the surface there, but it could be deeper under there. But
yeah.
I don't know how your
So
mind
what I'll
spike
say
works.
is, I think you are pretty confident that it's not in that first one, but I think the you know what? I think what I'll do is, future of those is going to take a test of some kind,
okay,
to be sure. You're close enough to that one that you're pretty confident, but the further away the air from it
okay,
that you are, the more it'll be difficult to sense if it's there or not.
yeah. I'll and basically just so fair. That's
Hmm.
my first thing, and someone else.
Okay.
I
So,
don't think I have a skill to
so I
suss this
know
thing out.
Alicio had a plan, but I don't know if that plan is remaining the same or not.
Yeah, based on that, I think it's still a reasonable plan. I'm going
Mhm.
to move forward toward that pile, kind of
Mhm.
threading between the areas that look unstable,
Mhm.
guided by um, my friend who pointed them out.
Certainly, you can avoid the ones that have been pointed out. Yeah.
Hmm.
What is everyone else doing? Are y'all staying by the entrance and letting Alicio go on?
No, I'm
I
gonna
I'm
No,
follow.
I'll trail him at a distance.
Okay.
I'm staying by the entrance and just keeping an eye out if
Mhm.
you know
Yeah.
basically with the idea that I'm gonna just spike anything that any enemy that pops out.
Oh, sure. We're not doing held actions though. This is
I
Yeah.
know,
this is
yeah. Basically,
yeah. So I think though that let's we're not precisely in initiative, but let's try doing movements kind of in turn in that way, just so that
Hmm. Hmm.
we can track where everyone is in each given sort of instant.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, she's Dewdrop is staying close because she's a melee fighter, and
Mm-hmm.
so she's gonna try and stay close just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You see any more of those unstable patches of ground?
Do I need to re-roll?
Yeah, probably. Do we have everyone in their right spots?
I will go here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move up just a little bit.
Okay. All right. So, go ahead and make your intuition check again. Dewdrop.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
No.
Yeah, so
Ah,
a 9
Yep.
isn't very good, but I have a pretty solid reason for why you are, distracted in that sort of search, is because it becomes moot promptly when almost right at your feet, it a creature bursts out from beneath the ground. Um,
dun, dun, dun.
right here.
Ah,
Um, and attacks. And so what we are going to do here is basically this is just going to establish that it goes first in sort of the initiative round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One thing worth noting is as the sort of creature type that the Eryx is,
Mm-hmm.
mechanical type that is, as opposed to like monstrosity or aberration or that sort of
Mhm,
type,
mhm.
is that it gets 2 turns per round.
oh,
So even
Okay.
though it's a single creature, it's kind of like the equivalent of legendary actions, right?
Right.
Yeah. Good
So
way to make a single enemy actually, a bother for a team.
oh sure, yeah, yeah. So in any case, though,
Hmm.
it is starting off with its claw swing attack, which if I have dice, I could roll those, and then that would help me to know if it hits or not. I'm trying to find this. This is perhaps a petty thing. I have multiple D10s, but some of them are the ones with the tens on it. You know what I mean? Like the 60, 70, and so on. And I was
Mhm.
trying to find 2 of them that are not like that. Doesn't matter. I'm rolling dice now for the claw swing attack. And that is a mere 8 result. So that is only a tier 1 result. It is going to do 5 damage to Alicio and first Dewdrop of Spring.
oof.
And what is each of your agility score?
Mine's 1.
Okay.
Mine's 2.
Okay, so both of you are able. You take the damage, but you are able to avoid being grabbed.
Okay. Can
It's a
I
grabby one.
use
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Can I use my triggered inertial shields to take half that damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like a plausible thing.
Okay, so that would be 3.
Okay.
Oh,
And so we are in initiative now. So for the record, I think nobody has any victories right now, right?
Nope.
yeah,
Nope.
not right
Yeah,
now.
nope.
So my starting malice is shoot, I had just looked this up.
Is
Yeah,
is
it's
it 1 plus the number?
no, hang on. It is it's equal to the average number of victories per hero. So I start with 0, but at the start of each
Okay.
combat round, I get
Yep.
4, which is the number of heroes there are, plus the
Yeah.
combat round number. So
Mhm.
I technically do have 5.
5.
Um,
Okay. I knew number of heroes was involved.
Oh,
mhm.
yeah, makes
Yep.
sense.
And I was just
And
feeling like I just looked it up. Okay, so in any case,
I
yes.
I would also like to do a trigger, my feedback loop, so
Okay.
that it uh uh the target takes psychic damage equal to half the triggering damage. So 5 from Alicio, becoming 2 to the bug.
Okay. Is it within range for that?
Range of 12. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. So it is how much was the it was 5 triggering damage, so it takes half?
2. Yeah, half.
Okay. All right. Okay. So it It looms over you. It is it is a horse-sized praying mantis, clacking
Wow.
its mandibles with excitement. And you can watch as there's some sort of like slime is dripping from its mandibles, and you watch it hiss when it hits the ground.
Mhm.
So that is its first turn of the round.
Mind if I take mine?
Nope. Go right
No,
ahead.
yeah,
Sounds
you're
good.
a tactician, so go for it.
Yeah. I'm trying to find where my, because I get focus at the beginning of each round, but I
Mhm.
don't think I've written down where that is. So, actually, I need to grab the PDF and look that up. All right. Well, you know what? The first thing I'm going to do doesn't require it, so I'm going to move over to here
Okay.
and deduce my mark maneuver. So I'm going to mark it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to use.
Actually, let me not use the dot because I'm been using those to distinguish groups later. So I'll put how about little lightning bolts? Is that easy to see? Well, let's find something
Yep.
that's going to work.
Yep.
Okay.
I would have used the crosshairs, but that's fine. That
Okay,
works.
sure.
And I'm going to use the pain for pain signature ability. It's got a range of melee 1, which I think we are in range of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's uses might or agility, so that's a 2d10 plus 2 as far as I know.
Can you put the symbol on there? Because I'm not sure which crosshairs you mean.
I can't put it on yours,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah, I'm just.
how about that one? The target, the
Yeah,
very
sure.
last one.
Yeah, I can do that. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to, and that is a 13, which is a tier
tier
2.
two,
It
yep.
does 9 damage and push 2.
Okay. So here's another thing that I think I hadn't really been accounting for in previous encounters, but I think it was actually a little bit moot, is that there's a trait known as the stability.
Yeah.
And the stability is basically whatever the stability is gets subtracted from however many squares of forced movement your move does. So if
Right.
it has a high stability, then it means it won't be moved as far.
Right.
So
Right.
the Eric's here has a stability of 2. So how much
Okay.
would have?
Oh,
Okay. So I didn't move it because I only
Yeah.
have a push 2.
So
on
you
it.
watch as it's kind of like pushed backwards, but you can see that this is a bulky creature and still kind of like got its legs half gripped
Right.
down into the sand, preventing you from just easily shoving it. But it does take the damage though.
Okay. And that is my move, my maneuver, and my action. So
Okay.
that's
At the
Shall
end
I
of your
assume-
turn, yes.
Oh, good.
Hang on.
Never mind. Yeah.
At the end of your turn, but before its turn, it is taking its first villain action, which is
Mhm.
Acid Spew.
ooh.
And its range is 10 squares, a 10 by 2 line within
Oh,
one.
my. Oh,
Which,
no.
what it's going to do is it can get Alicio and Tessian and T within
Yeah.
a 10 by 2
Ooh.
line. As it just sort of rears back and just sprays acid out. Let me.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I'm gonna I'll make this a green one
All
because
right.
it's 3, 4. So because the acid stays on the ground too. So
Yeesh.
yeah. So basically like that. So it's going to roll, and I just knocked my dice away. There we are. Wow, the dice have not been great for it. So that's only 7, which is tier 1 is going to be 5 acid damage for the 3 of you there.
Yay. Yay,
And
yay.
then the effect further is that the ground in that area is covered with a puddle of acid until the end of the encounter. Any enemy who enters the area for the first time in a round or starts their turn there takes 2 acid damage.
Oh, yuck.
All right. And
That's kind
now
of hurt.
and now it takes its second turn of the round. Now this seems very like a lot, but it is, that's, you're now gonna then you'll all get 3 turns in a row. So
Yeah.
okay, so its second turn of the round is going to try to just there's just a grab move, I think. Grab is the grab ability, and that is just it's 2d10 plus its might, and it's trying to grab you, Alicio,
Okay.
because you're right there, and it tenderized you a little bit, is its thinking. Oh, that's better dice. So 13, 16, which means it is a tier 3 result. And that means that
I thought 17 was a tier 3.
so 13. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Okay, so it is tier 2. So what that means is you are grabbed, Alicio, but you can make a free melee strike against it as
Okay.
you are grabbed.
Okay, I will roll my free strike. That's another 13.
Okay. So that's a tier 2.
That's a tier 2 hit. So as a free strike, it does 6 damage.
Okay. So what does that look like as it's reaching out with its giant clawed hand? And it's like, like praying mantis has that great sort of like long claw that sort of pins you back against the foreleg.
Yeah. Yeah, he just gets his arms up over the edge so he doesn't have them pinned to his sides. And you hear his breastplate kind of creak as it squeezes, and he jabs. He does a spin on his sword, so he's got it kind of held blade down, and rams it into one of the joints of the creature's arm.
Okay. So and then what the Eric's does, having grabbed you, is it uses the dig maneuver and drags you underground as it burrows down below the surface.
Well, at least I'm not going to start in the acid.
Yeah.
That's the good news. The bad news is, oh,
Yeah.
God.
Let me just double check the rules of the dig maneuver because it's not 100% straightforward. The rules are a little bit complicated. The dig maneuver, okay, it has the burrow in its speed entry. They can move vertically up to a number of squares equal to their size. And its size is 2, which means it's basically going 2 squares down underground. And there are rules here for what it means to try to target a burrowed creature. So technically, I'm going to go ahead and just like move you to this square because it's grabbed you. And what is actually true right now is that both of you are 2 squares below the ground level of the rest of the room. And like dirt has like collapsed down on top, so you're not just in a hole that's exposed.
Okay.
Yeah,
I found the rule for my focus. I have 2 focus.
Okay, great. Let's see. Yeah. So when you are targeting a burrowed creature, because I think that might be relevant for the rest of you. If you are on the ground, you have line of effect to a burrowing creature if that creature occupies 1 or more square of terrain that can be burrowed through and that touch the ground. And if you have line of effect to any of those squares, and it has benefit of cover. If you are completely, let's see. Okay, if you are a non-burrowing creature, which I don't think any of you are burrowing, if you
No.
are on the ground and adjacent to a creature who is beneath the ground while burrowing, you can use a maneuver to pull that creature up 1 square out of the ground, provided that creature is willing. If a creature who can't burrow wants to dig into the ground, they can use the claw dirt ability, provided their speed is 2 or more. And so when a creature who is completely beneath the ground while burrowing is force movement, yeah, okay. I'm glad I looked all this up. So what that means is Alicio's had his turn for this round. It is now another hero's turn. It's pulled Alicio under the ground. Because they went 2 squares down, that basically means that right now none of you can target either Alicio or the Eric's, but you can do the claw dirt move to try to like dig into the hole to expose them enough. Does that make
So,
sense?
Yeah.
Anything that targets targets either one of them it's too deep to be targeted.
They have the benefit of cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so cover when you have line of effect of a creature but the target has at least half of their form blocked by a solid obstruction. The target has cover, and you take a bane on damage dealing abilities that against objects that have cover from you.
Okay. So something that just forces movement
Mm-hmm.
would be unaffected.
There's a rule about the when you try to force move a creature that is under the ground, they aren't moved, but they take damage for every square they would have been moved. Oh wait, no. If the forced movement is vertical, the creature is moved through the dirt as if it were air.
Okay.
You will
Okay.
still have the bane to target them.
You know what? If I may, I would like to go next.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so get my clarity to start. Take my 2 damage because I started in
in the puddle.
the acid. So, and then just gonna move over here to keep that,
Mm-hmm.
to get out of that, and
Yeah.
then gonna do my kinetic grip ability.
Before you do that, I'm going to boost triggered action, use word of guidance to give you an edge on that.
What is the trigger for that triggered action?
The character makes a ability that does damage
Okay.
dealing ability.
All right.
This doesn't do damage.
Oh, okay, then I can't do it then.
Alright.
Okay, I thought it did damage too. Okay, no, then I
Okay.
can't use it on you.
And it does say slide that
Mm-hmm.
for the movement type.
So I think that if you're trying to move it a slide, unless it says vertical,
Basically, if I'm strained, it says you must vertical push the target instead of sliding them.
Okay.
But otherwise, it doesn't. It just says slide.
Well, so I mean so slide. I don't think which one is this is psychic grip.
Kinetic grip,
Kinetic
signature
grip.
ability.
I'm looking up the rule. There we go. I believe that the slide, a slide doesn't include vertical. I don't think, but like if you were strained, you could do it. I think is what it's saying.
Okay. Let's see.
Slide X. It's for the rule is if it says slide, you move it up to X squares in any direction except for vertically. Now, what you can do is basically you're kind of like slamming it against, like it's being you're trying to pull it, telekinetically, and it's just being blocked by the ground, and so it does damage to it. You could still do that.
You know what? I'm gonna do that because
Okay.
that. Yeah. Okay, so I just have a bane.
Yeah.
It,
so which means you subtract 2 from your result.
Okay, so that just leaves it at a +0.
All right.
Oh,
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, so
only a
it's
3.
yeah. So a 3 is going to be a tier 1 result. How many squares would that be?
4 is a base.
Okay. So yeah, I'm looking at so slide 2 plus your reason, which is 2, I assume.
Uh, my reason is 2, yes.
Okay. So it would be 4 squares. It can't its stability of 2 means that it would be moved 2 squares. Can't move those 2 squares, so it takes 2 damage.
Ah, yeah, I'm just, kind of
Mhm.
hold out my hand, just,
Yeah.
and just,
Yeah. So I think
stop
you
looking.
it's probably a strange experience for you, Alicio. You're already kind of probably like I don't think you're literally like suffocating at this time, but you're sort of like
Right.
you feel it pinning you. You're also surrounded by dirt, but then you feel it sort of like compress in one direction, like there's some force unbound by the dirt around it that is trying to move it, but the dirt is not cooperating with the movement. So it's being
Yeah.
kind of squished against it. So
All right.
Okay,
Darn it.
so we still got a
see if
turn for Dewdrop and Tessian.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, my might is not great.
Mhm.
My might is -1, so yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
my might is
so,
-1 as well. So,
Mhm.
you know, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I'm gonna
well,
come up to here.
I still haven't done a maneuver.
Okay.
oh,
I would remote assistance work at all with that against it?
I don't have all of these memorized.
It's
You have to say more.
uh range 12, next ability roll an ally makes against a creature or target. Before the start of my next turn gains an edge.
That's just a maneuver, but you did move, but movement is not the maneuver, right? A maneuver is a thing you can
Yeah,
do. It's
Yeah.
on top of movement. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, then you should be able to do that.
Okay, so I will
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. So
Does
that
it
means
require a particular target or is it anybody?
One creature or object.
well, it means
Right.
you need to pick someone and then they'll help
I
it. You can't
huh?
just arbitrarily say whoever the next one is. You pick someone. It's like bardic inspiration. You have to pick someone that you're giving it to.
No, I target a creature and rolls against that creature
Okay.
have the edge.
Oh, I see. I see. It's not just
oh,
a.
okay.
It's not just an edge against any action. It's specifically attacks. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna move up to here so that
Mhm.
I'm in melee range.
try to claw dirt.
Yeah, does the claw dirt get me within melee one of them? Or are we
Well, it
trying to
depends on the result.
Okay.
So I'll tell you right now the way that what the tiers are is you're doing power roll plus might. The lowest tier result is you can move 1 square into, out of, or through ground you are touching that can be burrowed through, and you are slowed and weakened. Meaning you will
Okay.
get to within 1 square of it, which was as we established means that it has cover but can be targeted.
Right.
But you would be slowed and weakened.
Okay.
Tier 2 lets you do that without being weakened, but you are still slowed. And literally, I think the idea is you're slowed literally by being like half buried in dirt, right?
Right.
And then tier 3 result is you get 1 square without having either of those
Okay.
effects.
Yeah, I'm going to yeah, let me go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And that is a 13.
So a 13
Tier
is a
2.
tier 2, which means
Uh-huh.
you are able to dig to within 1 square. You're 1 square down, basically, from the ground. So you are now within
Okay.
1 square of it. So by being slowed, your speed is only 2 until you're not slowed anymore, which would be moving away from the hole.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Okay, so for my maneuver, so
mhm.
that I think is my main action is getting close to it.
The claw dirt is a maneuver.
Oh, the
Okay,
quadrant is a
nice.
maneuver.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Hit it.
Well, so just worth noting, you can choose to either target the creature while it has cover, or you can also use, well, you used your maneuver already, but someone could use a maneuver to pull a cooperative creature out as well. But of course, Alicia is still grabbed too.
Mhm.
Okay, in any case, you used the maneuver to claw dirt.
Okay. All right.
and no,
Okay.
while Alicio's body is made of silicone, he is not one of
He's not one with the
Stretch
earth.
Armstrong
Mm-hmm.
kind of silicone.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to use my faster than the eye ability.
Okay.
What's that do?
Well, no, actually, I can't do that. Well, I shouldn't do that because it targets 2 creatures, and I don't want to hit 2 creatures. I'm going to use Chronal Spike, which is basically another psionic melee attack.
Okay.
So let's.
Okay, that I will use my word of guidance to give you an edge on.
Okay, and the edge adds what? 2?
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
That's two. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and that unfortunately was a 9.
Okay.
But that still does 12 points of damage.
Oh,
Wow.
geez. Did you have to spend a resource on that or something?
Oh shit! Yes, that's right. Never mind. I can't do that one.
That's one of your higher
Yeah, that's one of
resource-
my higher ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, save up maybe on a future turn.
yeah, so if I did inertial step,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been it's the same thing. It's no cost, and then there's it's just it would be 10.
That's
So,
still a lot.
That's still a
Yeah,
lot.
it's 5 plus agility plus 5 plus 2 agility plus my 2 from my kit, and because it's a psionic strike, it's plus 1 from psionics.
wait.
Wow.
Hang on. So inertial step is what you did?
Yeah. And you can
So
shift
that
half your
is-
speed before or after you make the strike.
Okay, so you got a 9, which is a tier 1, so it's 5 plus your agility.
Plus my kit, which because it's plus 2 melee. Plus
This is
my psionics.
well, I guess it does say it's melee, doesn't it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I've got my force augmentation, which is your damage dealing psionic abilities gain plus 1 bonus to roll damage. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so 10. That's pretty good. All right. You're good at doing that thing as opposed to other things that other.
I
abilities
forgot
would
to
have.
give my kit benefits, so
Oh,
we'll have
Yeah.
to keep that
Okay.
in mind for future turns.
yeah. Well, like we're still learning a crunchy game. These things are going to happen.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
actually kind of glad I'm still using the pre-gen because all those numbers are put in.
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was Dewdrop's turn. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm good.
Tessian,
Okay,
take
time to
your
get up.
acid
Yep.
damage first
Oh, I take 2 more acid damage.
for
because
starting
I
your
sort-
turn
Yeah.
in the area. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to 7. Okay, I'm gonna have to physician heal myself. I'm gonna get out of this acid first. So
Mm-hmm.
1.
So
Oh,
just,
wait, so-
yeah, just 2 damage for the starting your turn.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so did you say this was like difficult terrain?
No, it's just that if you start your turn there or enter it on your turn, you take damage.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go there. All right, so that was my move. I moved 6 because I have beast legs. So I am going to use as a maneuver healing grace on myself. Which basically let's see, range 10 stuff effective. I don't. Oh, I should roll for my piety though. So roll 1d3. So I start with 3 piety. So I have some piety here. But I'm going to just use this to get spend a recovery on myself. And what do I roll this thing? or is it just a thing I do? Oh, it's like range 10 self for one ally. Oh, reach piety spent while in the following. So does anybody need healing?
Yes.
Okay, so I will spend I will spend one of my piety, and you can now spend a recovery.
Okay,
See,
that's
so
nice.
so you can get 130 or equal to 130 your max. So
Yeah.
so that's my maneuver. I've moved. I can't see this thing. I
No.
can't do a diddly thing to it at the moment. Okay, I think that's and digging. I'll be worse than useless, and that's a maneuver anyway. So that is the end of my turn. Also spreading us all out so it can't hit most of us, both of us at the same, all of us at the same time is
Okay.
a thing. So I've done my thing.
All right. So at the end of your turn, that is the end of round 1. So I gain another 6 malice. I haven't spent any yet, but I'm going to actually spend some right now. I'm spending
Oof.
7 malice. The encounter, so the entire cavern suddenly sort of quakes, like there's an earth tremor, and kind of begins to sink. The whole floor in the whole room is becoming like unsteady and vibrating in a way that's making you kind of like sink through it. Everybody needs to make, well, so first of all, does anybody have agility less than 1?
No.
No.
Nope.
I assume Dewdrop
No.
is. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So nobody is knocked prone. However, every creature who is on the ground is basically like partially sort of like your feet are kind of like sunk into the dirt a little bit, and so your speed is just for this round. Your speed is reduced by 1 because you're spending 1 extra square of movement to like get out of the little dirt your ankles have sunk into.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but everybody is agile enough that you are able to avoid being knocked down and having that be worse for you. So it is the start of its turn. Down there, it's got you grabbed, Alicio. It's gonna bite you. 11 plus 3. Yeah. So 14. That's a tier 2. It's gonna do 13 damage.
Oof.
Oh no.
Yeah. You remain grabbed. And while you are currently grabbed in its mouth that way, you would take 3 acid damage at the start of your turn.
Yes.
However, you're not going to because you don't taste like food. So it bites you and gets in and then kind of goes blah, and it lets you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am what is my circumstance as far as dirt is concerned?
You are currently basically, you are underground without a burrow speed. So what that means is you can use the claw dirt maneuver to move 1 square through in the same way.
Okay.
So when it's your turn, yeah. So I think that it lets you go, but it is going to use its movement and maneuver to move to a different spot underground. And I'm saying it that way because I think I will give all of you kind of like an opportunity to perhaps make a test to try to figure out where it's gone, but you don't know by default. Because it's, I think, Alicio, how about this? Alicio, you know which direction it goes relative to you, but you're underground and not easily able to tell anybody.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, so that was the end of its first turn of the round, and it's a turn for one of you now.
If you don't mind, I will take a turn.
Let's get you out of the dirt. Yes.
Are we going to take the marker off me that indicates grabbed?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I have?
I will.
Did I have one on you? I didn't.
There's a blue marker on me. I'm not sure why.
and then he was dead.
No, I don't. I
But he
think
said
if you have your
goodbye.
token selected, they put a blue
Okay,
dot in the upper
that's-
right that's a grab for rotation.
Oh, okay. That's what that's for. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and use the claw dirt maneuver.
All right, so
Um,
that's a roll plus might.
right. That's a 15. So,
Okay, yeah, 15 tier 2, which is that you basically make it up 1 square, so you're now only 1 square below the surface.
Okay.
And you are slowed still in terms of your movement, which I think
Right.
is moot while you're still like underground.
So yeah.
Because you don't have
So
a movement speed underground. But I think what you do is you, as you're sort of clawing up, I think you sort of encounter Dewdrop's hands as she's been clawing down.
okay.
So you know that you're now like adjacent to, like you're. Let me think. She clawed 1 square down. You clawed 1 square up. So I think you're actually at the same level as each other. So you're
Okay.
not, at the surface yet, but you know you must be close, and you are now adjacent to Dewdrop.
Yeah. I'm gonna trade my action for another maneuver.
Okay.
And
You want to just do that claw dirt again?
I'm gonna catch breath.
Okay. Yeah.
So I use a recovery, and it gives me a third of my stamina. Is that how much
Yeah.
you get?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
A third of your max stamina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Paul, didn't you forego an action last time?
I did.
Yeah. So you could do a second maneuver in its
You
place.
can, you can trade
Instead of-
an action for a maneuver or for a move.
Okay, I don't know if there's any maneuvers I wanted to do, but
That's
that's
fine,
good.
just- yeah.
Yeah, good to know for the future.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of your turn then, right?
Yeah,
at least
yeah,
you're,
yeah,
you're
that's-
not grabbed anymore. You've
At least
healed
I'm
a
not
little
grabbed
bit.
anymore. Yeah.
You're further. You're not as deep buried. So I think that's progress. But
Yeah.
you losing track of the monster is not great.
Yeah.
Okay. So whose turn is next?
You want to go T?
Well, I guess technically the way that it works, it needs to take its second turn now.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 That is how that works.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that all right. This is where I'm diverging from the suggested tactics, but I think I'm allowed to do that. It is technically as a villain action at the end of your turn, it is using its sinkhole villain action, which lets it shift up to its speed, and if it ends its shift underground and within 2 squares of a creature, they use the bite against the creature and then can use the dig maneuver.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So, the good news, Tessian, is that you now
Okay.
know where it is again.
The bad news is
The bad news is that you found it because it suddenly emerged from a sinkhole behind you and tried to bite you,
okay.
which let's see how that goes.
I'm not gonna like this.
Oh boy, I'm afraid you're not gonna like it. That's a tier
Oh,
3
no.
result. That's a 20 actually,
Ouch.
with the total.
I
Um,
go down.
Well, no, that's not damage. I'm just saying the total for the attack, the
Oh.
power roll is 20. What that does mean though is 16 damage.
I go down.
Okay.
Well, you're Wait.
So remember, you're not unconscious. That's not how it
Right.
works in this game.
Right.
You are quote dying, which means
Right.
you are bleeding. You have negative stamina.
Right.
Right.
It does. The good news is it takes 2 damage from my spirit ward.
Okay. So
I know.
yeah, so it does 16 damage. You are grabbed, and then it digs down 2 squares underground again.
Bye-bye.
uh,
Bye, bonds.
So that is That technically was its villain action.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
that
So
makes sense.
what is your what is your stamina right now?
-3.
-3. So if it were to bite you again, what's the death rule?
Oh, we're gonna find out, aren't
If
we?
if your stamina gets to half your or gets your winded amount in
Yeah.
negative. So
Oh.
if you're I yeah, I don't know what your max is.
Yeah. So it would
Max.
be basically half. So what? Yeah.
So
If
well,
it were
I
to
think
try to bite again, it would be a pretty good chance of killing you. It seems like.
yeah. So I guess I'll just start rolling up a new character.
Well,
It makes sense for it to bite me.
So I guess like here's this is just like a tone question. Like I think the most obvious thing for it to do under the scenario we discussed, although you are a demon, do we think that demons
devil.
would taste good, or devil rather, a devil? In the fiction? Do we think devils taste good to giant bugs?
Perhaps
I mean,
you
Memodex
get
are
I'm not-
literally like
lepers.
made of silica and stuff. So
I might be a rare delicacy.
yeah.
Well, it could be sulfurous too. So
Mm,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, but that just might me I'm spicy tasting, so I'm a spicy burrito instead of a
So
mild
I guess
burrito.
I guess what I'm looking for here is just a little bit of table talk, because this is a new game,
Yeah.
and so we're all kind of learning it. And so the question I think becomes here: what do we think? Because obviously, if we want this to be the tone of this game to be, everyone does have a little bit of plot armor. We can absolutely play that way. I think it would be completely fine to say that um, it gets a good bite from you, and it figures it's sort of got you, and it wants to try to secure another meal. Or we could just say the most obvious thing is that it continues to try to eat you. So
Yeah, I think that's the most obvious thing.
yeah.
I mean, like,
I'm okay with it.
or I was saying, like, kind of as what if you're like kind of, do you all know what gunpowder smells like?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be what you taste like,
Yeah.
and because like that's it's something that's not necessarily pleasant, but it yeah,
So
but
I think the question then just though becomes like, is this just as a table? Do we want to agree that like this is the story the dice are telling, or do we want to say we're still learning this? Maybe let's be a little. This is a fiction where there
We're
are
first
gods
level
on your
characters.
side.
We're used to dying like flies.
yeah, I kind of like the idea of it of being a bit a little bit of a plot armory,
Okay.
considering how
Okay.
long it takes to make a character.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, but
that's the
Paul
main
seems
thing.
perfectly willing to take that.
Well, so I think Paul gets more than one vote, so to speak. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he
Well,
might
we
Yeah.
haven't
have
heard from
the
Lee.
veto, but it sounds
We haven't
like
heard
Yeah.
from Lee.
Yeah, I'm actually with Dev on this. I think a little bit of plot armor is
okay.
a good idea.
So I think that you do, Tessian, you are a conduit to the gods. There is a divinity connected to you. And I think that there is perhaps just enough of a divine influence here that just as the creature was starting to sort of just chow down on its latest meal, something worked within its little insect brain that said, why not go and secure another one first? And so it does let you go for now and move back up to where it is going to use a claw attack against T
Wow.
instead with its
Okay.
second turn.
I'm
Now,
watching
you're still in
Nighttime
rough
Two
shape. You're
characters.
still
It's
in. You're
the-
still
I still may well die here.
And so I suppose it's theoretically possible. It could have got a tier 1 result. I don't think would have killed you outright, but a tier 2 or 3 would have. So
Yeah.
but yeah, a claw swing against T.
Yeah.
Um, that's a 15, so it's a tier 2. What is your agility?
1.
Okay, so you're going to take 8 damage, and now you are grabbed.
Okay.
But it's on
So,
the surface now
yeah.
because it moved back up to the surface to grab you.
Okay, so I'm winded, but not
Mhm.
not dying.
Yeah.
Okay. And Paul, if you use your piety on something, I can uh I can do something on my next turn to help.
The question is, can I? I gotta look up the dying rules and see how that.
Yeah. So I believe what it is that you when you are dying, I believe
You're
that you are
bleeding.
bleeding. Yeah. You're bleeding, which means that you have to roll to take damage anytime you use a main action, a triggered action, or make a test or ability power roll using might or agility. And you, yeah. So, and then I think that you are considered dying until you are no longer in negative stamina.
Well, if you're willing to take the gamble on healing yourself
Well, okay. So,
by
if a
spending
creature,
piety, I can give you essentially a free boost to that.
damage because you the main
Yeah.
action.
So when you are dying, you can't use the catch breath maneuver
Right.
in combat.
No, that's when
Right.
but
But an
I-
ability, could
but
heal you.
a
But
healing grace is a maneuver, not a main action.
Uh-huh.
So I wouldn't lose
Um,
stamina doing that,
Mhm.
and it would get me
Are you
out of
and
death.
it's not a power roll with might or agility.
No, it's
Okay.
with
Yeah.
intuition.
So I think it sounds like that would
Yeah.
as a maneuver would not trigger the
Yeah,
bleeding.
that could save my life.
Mhm.
Okay. And if you need a second target to heal,
Well,
I
don't think I can only think I can see you. I'm in the vert.
true,
Yeah.
yeah.
2
I can
squares
only heal
down.
myself.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter when you do when my turn goes. So
Mhm.
because I can only affect myself.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, just basically I have an ability that allows you to essentially repeat something that uses a heroic resource.
Okay.
I
All right.
say.
Well, so it sounds like that doesn't apply here anyway. But so the
Okay.
Eric's has used its second turn, so
Right.
we have remaining hero turns.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead, Paul, and heal thyself?
All right, so let's do that. All right, so I'm going to do yeah. Healing grace. Right, range 10 to some magic range maneuver. I will spend one piety. Oh, first of all, I get piety at the beginning of the turn.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let me get more piety. Good. I'm going to spend a piety. I'm going to spend for each. Can I do that more than once? Can I do for each piety spent? Okay, so I'm going to spend. I'm going to go. Wow, I'm going to spend 2 piety. So now I can actually spend 3 recoveries. And that so
I
that'll
think
give me
also as far as one ally within distance, I don't. They would have cover. No, I think I think we had said that you can't target like an enemy
Right.
below, so I think
Right.
that probably does apply still here. It would be one. I think if it was just that you couldn't see them, that would be different.
okay.
But obstructed is different than
Okay,
just you can't
so
see.
I have maneuvered myself, and so what would it take for me to dig out of this mess? Is that a
So that
maneuver?
it is a maneuver, but you can, as we established, you can use an action to do a second maneuver.
Okay, so I'm going to try that, and so
Okay.
that's going to require.
All right. So if you're not bleeding anymore, you
Nope,
can
I'm
just
not.
make the claw dirt action, which is power test plus might.
Okay.
I was about to say that I could have used a free triggered action, but it wouldn't have mattered because
Hmm.
Okay, so that's a
stability.
whopping 4 on the claw dirt.
Okay. Yeah. That is still so what that I think you can move 1 square into, out of, or through ground. But if you do, then you will be slowed and weakened. Slowed just means that while you're still kind of half buried, your movement speed is reduced, and you can't shift. But if you are weakened, that means that you're taking a bane on power rolls. But again, that's a situational thing. It's not like you're permanently weakened. It's just literally while you're still
Yeah.
buried.
I will move. I will do that then.
Okay.
So I'm
So
digging my way
yeah.
out.
It is worth noting, though, that as far as these the claw dirt movement, and what I think T may be thinking is that if the forced movement for a creature who is completely within the ground is vertical, the creature is moved through the dirt as if it were air, meaning it doesn't, if they can target you, then they can just pull you right up.
Well, I have to be strained to do that, and
Yeah. Well, also you have to be able to target them, which means that, so if you do move up, you are now only 1 square below, which means you can be targeted with cover. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end
Tessie?
of my turn.
Okay. Got T and first dewdrop. T, you're still grabbed by an Eric's claw.
yes. So
And I think, actually, hang on. Let me just double check. I think there might be another thing. No, yeah, because this was claw swing, not bite.
okay. Well, you know what? I don't like this, so I'm going to try and use kinetic grip to move the Erics away.
Well,
If
it's
I-
currently grabbed you, so if you do that, it will
oh,
pull you with it.
I by default go with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Now
yep,
escape grab is what you want if you want to not be grabbed anymore.
okay. Okay. Well,
That's, yeah, for your resource. So escape grab is a maneuver that you do power roll plus might or agility.
okay. I might as well do the escape grab.
Mm-hmm.
So plus agility, that is 1.
Wow. Okay. 5.
Oh,
Now 5 means no effect. You are not able to escape the grab.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm frustrated, so I am going to do kinetic pulse
Ah.
to try and hurl the enemy backwards.
Okay.
Sure, I might go with it, but you know what? Well, actually,
Like I think, I think depending on how this move goes, I'll say maybe whether it is able to hold on to the grab or not.
yeah. Okay, 2, 17. So that is a tier 3.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
7
So
psychic
Nice.
damage.
yeah,
All right.
7 psychic damage.
Yeah.
And because you got a tier 3 hit on something that was marked, I get an extra focus.
Nice.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
And then also, so what's the tier 3 result?
7 psychic damage, push 2. So actually, it's stability.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think because of its stability, it isn't moved. However, I do think it drops you with a tier 3.
Okay. You know what? That sounds good. Um, and just a shift is its own move action.
Shift, I think, it's a limited range. It's not your full speed, but it doesn't
Yeah.
trigger free
Okay.
attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah, shifting is a careful form of movement. Lets you move safely past dangerous foes. Um, they can't make opportunity attacks. But I think if a rule has to allow you to shift. Yeah.
Yeah, shift is something that's granted by some other maneuver, not something you can just do.
Oh, okay. So you can't do a shift instead of a movement for a turn?
I tried, look at the disengage move action.
Um, yeah, so as a move action, you can shift, but only one square.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was.
Okay.
That's what I was wanting
Yeah.
to do. So,
So if you do that, then you move one square, but then that's the end of your movement, unless you
Yeah.
use an action or a maneuver to.
well, I already did both of those, so that's
Okay.
the end of my action.
Okay.
Normally you use a disengage to get out of its reach and then trade your action for a move and run.
Yeah.
That's normally how disengage works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Okay.
figure.
Well, so we still have first dewdrop of spring, your turn.
Okay, so I clawed my way down.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to spend some movement to get back up?
I think that I
She was not slowed. She was, oh no, she was slowed. Yes.
yeah. I do think that yes, you do need to do the claw dirt again, because you basically have like dug yourself 5 feet into the ground, basically.
Okay.
And so yeah, I think and then you have one less speed anyway. Everybody does because of the the trimmer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have
Mhm.
successfully I think made it, loosened it up for I'll say you have an edge for your claw dirt.
Another option is that you could grab me and pull me out.
I think you're both at the same level now.
Oh,
though.
both the same level?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Yeah.
she went one down from the above, and you went
And I
one
came
up
one up
from
from
below,
below, yeah.
and so you're
Okay.
now both 5 feet
Yeah.
down, one square down. So,
Yeah.
but yes, I'll say both of you from here have an edge to do your claw dirt to get back to the surface.
Okay. That's a 13.
Okay, so what that means is that you are able to get back to the surface. You are still slowed, which just means you can't really like move much from where you are, but you're back on the surface. You do see the Erics, you see T. You don't see Tessian. I think you're probably not 100% sure what happened there.
Okay. So slowed in combat or slowed movement.
It just
half.
means your movement speed is like 2 or something.
It's half your
half my
base.
movement speed. So I think my movement is like.
Oh,
Your slowed is
you're-
your speed is 2 unless it's already
Oh.
lower, and you can't shift.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like if it starts at 10, it would be half of that.
No, the rule is that it is 2,
Oh, okay.
not
Okay.
halved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm-
well,
I'm
that
looking
puts a
at the,
kibosh on
rules
what I
reference.
was trying
Yeah.
to do, but
Mhm.
that's okay. I'm going to 1, 2. I'm just going to move up to. Nope, that's a bad idea. Never mind.
Ooh.
I'm going to
Yeah.
move up to here,
Okay.
and that's. Do I have another maneuver that I want to do? Do I have a maneuver that I can do? Not really. Okay.
Well,
then
so remember
that's just
okay.
it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So you bypassing your action?
Yeah, there's nothing that I can do because I'm not in melee range.
Okay.
Dodge.
You should have a free ranged action that you can use.
I don't have ranged attacks as a null.
Okay. Everybody has free melee action and free ranged action that you can use as your attack. Nobody else
I
has his finger up.
don't think you're right. If you don't take any kits that have ranged attacks, and if there aren't any in your class, then you might not have any ranged attacks.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I have ranged attacks. I have area of effect attacks around myself, but I don't have anything.
Okay. I think there are default ones that I think it says everybody has them. dear book, give me what the heck? I'm trying to search something that I know for a fact is in there, and it's just not finding it. Give me a moment. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Main action you could do is defend, which is give attacks against you a double bane.
Yeah, I think that's
Or
pretty much all I can do at this point.
Okay. This is important.
Ranged free strike.
Yeah.
That's the phrase. That's the phrase we're looking for.
Page 275.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Standard free strikes. Every hero has. Yes, you do. Every
Yes.
hero has 2 standard free strikes available to them,
Yes.
and one of them is ranged.
Yeah. Now your kit or your class can give you more powerful things that you can use instead.
Okay.
But everybody has these, and you get to
Okay.
basically flavor whatever that is for you. But you can do a power roll plus might or agility, and it has a default amount of damage based on the result. And you can decide what that attack is. But yes, everybody has
Okay.
melee weapon free strike and ranged weapon free strike.
Okay.
Now you could also use defend if you want, but there basically should never be a situation where there is nothing to do with your main action.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'll try this ranged weapon free strike.
Okay, yeah. So test
We
with
can
might
say-
or agility.
We can say I give it the evil eye.
Okay.
And that is a 15.
Okay. 15
So-
is a tier 2, so it's going to be 4 plus your might or your agility, which looks like that's 2. So that's
Yeah.
6.
6. Yes.
6 damage. Okay. See, aren't you glad we looked up the rule?
Yeah.
All right. It's not yet winded, by the way.
Boy.
All right,
Oof.
so I believe that is the end of round 2. So round 3, my malice was 4. It goes back up to 11 because it's 4 of you plus round 3.
Nobilis, did you go?
He went.
Yeah,
first.
I took the I was the
in
first
between
one.
its
Yeah.
first 2 turns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. So I think that it is currently, it just recently got targeted by T. I think it is clambering over like this, and it is going to do. Did you get to the surface, Alicio? You didn't. You haven't had a turn yet. You're still 1 down.
I'm still one down. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Actually, this still applies though. It's doing a claw swing attack, which is melee 2. It can target 2 creatures, and I think it's attacking. Okay, it is. That is what's happening. So I'm just saying, like, would it attack you again? I think it's attacking everything now. So that's only a 10. So that's 5 damage for T and Alicio, and if your agility is less than 1, I don't think either of you it is. Then
Nope.
you're neither
Wait,
of you are. Huh? What?
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. No. What? 5
Alicio
5
and
damage.
T. Alicio and T, not you.
Oh, okay.
So 5 damage, and
Okay.
you are not grabbed because your agility is not less than 1. And so that is the end of its turn. Its first turn.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I am at 0 stamina right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think the bleeding is only if you're negative.
Yeah.
I believe that's the case. Yeah.
I would like to take
if I
my
get to the
turn.
surface, I can help.
Okay. I'm just 1 down, right?
Yes. So
Okay.
what we just did with first dewdrop was that you need to make
Right.
the claw dirt, but you can make it with an edge
Okay.
because it's kind of loosened.
Okay. So And that gives me an extra +2.
Yes.
Okay. So that's +4. 22.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I think, yeah, you are easily able to get back up to the surface without being slowed
Okay,
or
so
weakened.
clawing
Dying,
his way
you
up
are
out of
dying
the.
when your stamina is 0. I'm sorry. So yeah, that
Okay.
does apply.
So
Fine,
clawing
waiting.
his way up out of the dirt, he's covered in sand, takes a gasping breath as he reaches the surface. I get once again referencing Princess Bride. And so this bug of unusual size needs to die. I'm going to spend 3 focus and use Inspiring Strike.
Okay.
And okay, so that is I roll plus might. It's a 15. And that goes 5 plus my might is 7 plus my kit is 9 damage. And either myself or an ally may use a recovery as a result of this.
Aha.
My stamina is currently 10. What do you guys got?
I am at 0 right now.
Okay, so you can use a recovery.
Okay. Oh, 1 used, and I'm up to 6. Okay. Still winded, but better
right.
than
Yeah.
better than
So
not.
did you roll your attack? Was it your power? What you did your inspiring
Rolled a
attack?
15.
Oh, okay. And then how much damage was that?
And it did 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, that has changed
Yeah.
quite a bit.
So how does
Okay.
what does that look like? How is your strike inspiring?
He just says, "We're all here now. End it." And
Okay.
and
So-
deals it a mighty blow.
Okay.
Yes. And so may I go next?
Well, it's turn.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it's turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you can go next when y'all have a turn.
yeah.
What
Yeah.
it's going to do first though is its final villain action, which is acid and claws.
Oh
And
no.
I think
Oh, no.
it is starting to get into sort of like a frothing rage. It has some wounds, and I think it just sort of goes, and it's just like flailing its claws wildly and spraying acid everywhere. And so basically everyone within a 2 square burst, except for, so this is going to be just Alicio and T. Tessian, you've got cover, and Dewdrop, you're too far away. So, haha! It looked worse than it was at first because I'm using a tens die and it said 10, and I'm like, oh, all right. Oh wait, no, that's a 1 on
That's a
this
1.
die. So that is only a 10, which means only a tier 1 result, which is still going to do 5 acid damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I know, just below what it would take to have you dying again. If your might is less than 1, you are weakened.
Oh shoot.
It's not. So
I'm weakened.
And weakened, we just looked at this before. If you are weakened, you take a bane on power rolls until you are not weakened anymore. And so that was its villain action. And now let's see. I think you just hit it, so it's going to yeah, okay. I think it's going to yeah, I think this yeah, it's just gonna try to I'm just trying to think what makes it. You know what it does is it does what I was originally planning it for it to do, which is it is sort of suddenly like doing a weird sort of spinny dance and using its claws to like fling up rocks and debris, and spraying them around in a dirt devil vortex.
Oh boy.
And so this is going to get the same to Alicio and T. And 2, 3. And again, Dewdrop is just outside of this 3 burst range. So, T, you're
Was
going to
rough.
be in trouble again, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Well,
Um, oh, you know what? I just rolled dice, but it doesn't. Oh, no, it has to matter because I guess it's just a straight roll and no addition, because in terms of it doesn't give me a formula for it, but it's just a straight roll. So that's 12, which means tier 2, which means 6 damage and push 2. So doom 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 doom.
oh, and I'm guessing that counts as in the acid.
Eh.
Yeah. So when you're going to start your turn in it.
Okay,
Yeah,
said,
and I'm dying.
6
Oh,
damage.
okay. I will heal you guys in a moment. Like if I get
Yeah.
out of this dirt.
Mm-hmm.
6, you said damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is worth noting for all of you now that, first of all, that ability that I just did cost me malice, which I'm tracking. So you can't just do that
Okay.
every time. It has also now
Oh,
used
man.
all 3 of its villain actions. And so it's technically been having kind of like 3 things every round so far. Now it'll be 2 for the rest. So
Yeah.
mechanically, that's what's happening.
Okay.
But yeah, and it's not quite winded, but it's almost there.
Well, that just straight up changed everything.
Mm.
Oh no. Yeah. Someone else go before me.
Okay.
I have 1 for death.
So taking 2 acid damage at the start of your turn.
Yeah.
Yes, we can't have you do that.
Okay. So I think we have
Yeah.
Dewdrop and who hasn't gone
Tessian.
taken the yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would it work if I ran over to T and pulled her out of the acid so that she was not there?
Yes.
Okay. Um
Can you manage that and not get acid yourself?
yeah, I'm just going to go right here.
I think you were going to take a free strike from the Eric's to run by it like that.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
just going to be
you
a flat
really haven't
5
been-
5 damage.
Mhm.
You
5
really
damage,
haven't
that's
been
fine.
Yeah.
hit much.
Yes, and because T, I'm sure, is cooperative. Yeah, you can
Oh,
like, how much more movement do you have? It could be just enough to just do that.
2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I imagine it's like, whirlwind
Yeah.
blows.
So I'll call
blows
that
T back.
movement plus maneuver to pull them out. And so if you still
Yeah.
have an action, you can do that.
I think I have enough movement to actually get up to here
Mm-hmm.
so that I can be in melee
your
range.
actual null thing.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
can start doing my actual null thing.
Get it.
So I'm going to use Arcane Disruptor,
Okay.
which costs 5 discipline. So if T wants to double this,
Well, let's see.
your blow reorders the foe's body, causing pain if they attempt to channel sorcery. So if they try to use malice, they'll take 2
Oh.
damage.
Interesting.
If this
Okay.
works.
All right.
All right, so let's see. All right, so that's a 12.
Yeah.
That's
So
tier 2.
that is going to be, hold on, I did the math.
Okay.
That is going to be 17 points of damage.
I'm going to
Woo!
spend a focus to make that 21.
Wow. Okay.
21 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it says M less than average and then weakened until a save ends it.
So okay, this is I probably not going to be less than that, but the average, this is something that applies to your potency on your character sheet when it says average.
Mhm.
So your potency on your sheet should tell you what the weak, medium, and average is. It's going to be based
Oh,
on your
okay.
class.
Okay. Weak. It's intuition -1 is average potency.
Okay. So, what your intuition score -1 is.
All right. So that's 2 minus 1, so 1.
Right. So if it says less than average, what, might less than average?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would mean if its might was less than 1, then that would apply. Its might is not less
Okay.
than 1.
Okay.
But that is how that works.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not like pushed or anything, but that's still well enough damage to put it into winded territory.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that way, if it tries to use malice, then it takes damage every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Okay. That's fun. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
That's a pretty good turn.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Can
right.
what is the classification to use a health potion? Like,
Consumable.
maneuver?
Yeah, it's just a consumable. I think probably maneuver.
It's a maneuver.
Yeah.
Use consumable as a maneuver.
Yep.
Okay.
It's on your
Okay.
character sheet in the lower left
Um,
where it says your turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, T does. Dove doesn't have the regular the character sheet.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
have the
fine.
regular
It's
one.
fine. It's fine.
But,
It's fine. So
yeah,
use consumable as a maneuver. Yeah.
Anyway,
okay. I can trade a movement for a maneuver, correct?
Yes.
No, you can trade
No,
an
you
action
can-
for a
yeah,
maneuver.
action for a
but not
maneuver.
movement for, yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
I
shoot.
love these
Oh.
move actions. It says advance, disengage, and ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and
Endgame.
drink my health potion, so I'm not going to be basically immediately
Sounds
dying.
like a good idea.
So, and that is, that allows
Yeah,
one
you
recovery.
Yeah, you regain stamina equal to your recovery value, but you do not spend the recovery.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yay. So that brings me to, that brings me,
And you can use them when you're dying, which is good because you can't catch
Yeah.
Yes.
breath to use
Right.
use
Right.
the recovery that
Okay.
way.
Okay, so I'm going to trade my action for a maneuver to, to use flashback.
Oh.
Dewey, redo your, do your thing again.
All right, do I need? I don't need to spend the same cost, do I?
Okay.
They use the
yeah.
the target uses an ability with a base heroic cost of 7 or lower that they've previously used this round without needing to spend the base costs.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
nice.
That is really cool.
Whoa.
I love that.
Okay.
So that's a 5 clarity move. But
Yeah.
yeah, that rules. Okay.
Wow.
So what does it look like, T, when you send Dewdrop like magically back in time a few seconds to sort of replicate that movement again?
So D drinks a health potion. Grabs her head. Just kind of bursts out with her eyes just glowing bright, and Dewdrop just the kind of warps,
Mhm.
and
And
she is now
Rewinds.
just yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and even while bleeding, there's no power roll for this move for flashback. None that you roll, T, right? And it is, even though you used your action to get a second maneuver, because it's a maneuver, it doesn't make you take the bleeding damage.
Well, I was actually no longer dying.
Oh, okay, even
Because
the one
the
that
potion, yeah.
put you back up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah, I was
fantastic.
at
All right.
23 or I was at -5.
Okay. Oh,
And,
and then you get.
and-
all right, perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
And
okay.
this time
Wait.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 19.
All
which is
right.
another
Which is-
tier
Wait,
3.
wait.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
23 out of 8.
No, wait.
And I'm going to spend another focus to
17.
add
Well,
another
hang,
4
hang on.
damage.
I don't think you can do that again.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
No,
because
no.
triggered, you only have one triggered action
It's
per
not
round.
triggered though. It's not a triggered action. It's a free triggered action.
But regardless of, well, I don't think you can do that more than once per round. Is all. If it's triggered.
Oh, I wasn't on the edge of death. Oh wow,
Yeah, so
I did the
you're at the edge
math
of
wrong
death
on
if
that.
it's like
Okay.
so whatever half
Yeah.
of your maximum is, if you get to that
20.
negative.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
It,
Well, it's all good.
it was
um,
badass anyway.
Yes, it absolutely was.
Yes.
Triggered action, you can take one triggered action per round when the triggered happens. Oh, but there is no limit to the number of free triggered actions you can take.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
hey.
So
All right.
21 plus.
Well,
Fine.
No.
it
21 was the
21
total
was the
last
total before.
with the 4 last time.
No, I'm saying I got a 19, which is a tier 3. So
Was it
instead of
only
doing
tier-
17, it was 20. It was only tier
Okay.
2 last time.
Oh, okay.
This time
okay,
it's a tier
okay.
3 for 21 base damage.
Plus 4 is 25.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, like, in rapid succession, what does this attack look like? First, Dewdrop. Spring.
It is a psionic melee strike. So it looks like I am beating the shit out of it.
And
Wow.
I'd like to see like special effects. I mean, it's like sparks or
Yeah.
like spheres of force or
Ghostly-
what kind of
ghostly fits.
yeah, because a 5 pointer isn't just like
Yeah.
a punch.
Yeah, no, it's I
There-
almost want
there
to
are
invoke
5 of
Dragon
you.
Ball. Let's just
No,
invoke Dragon Ball.
I was gonna say that before you said it. Lean
Yeah.
into the anime of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna invoke the Dragon Ball Fists of Fury, just like it's she's almost invisible. She's moving so fast.
Wow. Yeah. Love it. Okay, so yeah, it is pretty hurt now. So yeah, it's got several cracks in its carapace. It is definitely like it's one of its claws is sort of kind of hanging, like not completely limp, but like it's hurt to move. So
Yeah,
it's kind of hanging
there's-
crooked.
There's one more thing I need to figure out.
Okay. So I think we just finished the round 3, right?
No, I did.
Yeah.
I never went to go. I never
Oh,
got a
okay.
chance.
Yeah. All
No.
right. Well, you're
No,
still
there's-
underground, but we'll have your turn. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
Well, that was my turn.
Yeah.
That it was.
yeah, that
Okay,
was
well,
yours.
What
Yeah,
are
no,
your
never
turns?
mind. Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So
and that's
so-
the end of my turn. So
great.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
Paul-
So Tessian, you want to try to dig out from?
I do want to try to dig out again.
Okay. So
tier 3.
okay.
Open.
Well, and 11 is unfortunately still just tier 1, which means you can get 1 square up at the cost of being slowed or weakened. Slowed and
Yep.
weakened.
I'll take it. That'll put me to the surface finally.
Yeah. Okay. So being weakened
that's a
means
maneuver.
that you have a -2 to your power roll, but unless you're trying to run away right now, I think you don't care about slowed as much.
No. Okay. So how are you doing, Alessio? You're Alessio.
I'm bleeding.
Okay. You're at the surface.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
on the surface.
Fine. How are you doing, Teague?
I am at 1. So
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not dead.
Okay.
necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Injured.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well,
Yeah.
she
I'm
hasn't
at
been- she wasn't-
13.
She was at a distance, not taking damage, while several of the rest
Okay.
of you took multiple attacks.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. So you're fine. I'm not going to worry about healing you for the moment. I will use healing grace. Spend 2 piety, and each of you can spend a recovery.
I will
Okay.
take it.
So yeah, so I trade action for a
Okay.
maneuver. So
Okay.
Mhm. Okay. So
now, yep.
is that the end of your turn, or do you have more?
That's the end of my turn.
I mean,
Um,
that's good. Comes in handy.
Yeah.
Any did you do both a maneuver and an action?
I changed an action into a maneuver because my maneuver was to dig out, and then my next maneuver was to
Okay.
heal you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Um, so I think that oh, you know what? I should have done this before and I didn't, so I'm not gonna have it happen now. But I think at the start of this new round, it's going to use as a maneuver dust cloud, which the Eric's kicks up dust to fill the area until the start of their next turn, then moves up to their speed, and any enemy in the area who targets a creature in the area takes a bane on power rolls, which means that as it moves away, um, first Dewdrop and Tessian can make, your free triggered strikes, um, but uh,
Mhm.
but with a bane as it's trying to move
Okay.
away.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
and with its maneuver, it's moving up to its speed. So
Okay. So that's a 10 for me,
mm-hmm.
which
So
would
my-
be 6.
Okay.
so that's a 10 for me, so that's 4.
Okay. All right. It's looking pretty hurt. It's moving away. It used that as the maneuver. Um, and then I think burrowing. Um, I the because the dig maneuver. So I think it has to use the dig maneuver. Wait, no. Okay. The creature who has burrow in their speed entry gains a temporary ability to burrow. Can move through the dirt horizontally, but it has to use the maneuver to dig vertically. Yeah, okay. So because it used the maneuver on the dust cloud, it can't like go underground now. But it used the maneuver that gave it some, movement speed. It's going to then use its movement as well, further movement to basically like run up to the end of its layer here.
Mhm.
And then it is, I guess it's, does it have another action that I can use that makes sense here? Okay, here's what I'm doing. It is going to spend 5 malice, which I have. It's going to take the 2 damage?
2. 2.
Mhm.
For me spending malice. But what it does is it gives it an additional main action, which it is then going to do the dig maneuver with. And let's see, when it uses, and it can move a number of squares equal to its size. So it now has dug 2 squares down into the dirt. Which I guess because of its size technically does mean that it's, like it could still be targeted, but not seen
Mhm.
from a distance. Like, so if you were adjacent to its position, you could hit it through the surface layer of dirt, but you can't see it from range.
Right. Okay.
So it
Now is
seems
it
really hurt. It's trying to run away. That was its turn.
okay? I am going to charge across the battlefield. My movement is 10.
Wow.
So it's going to have a hard time outpacing me.
He's a speedy fella.
Yeah.
Yep.
I basically I took a kit that gives me a movement and
Love it.
and being
Did we
being
lost someone.
Dove.
Dove.
We lost stuff.
So
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6,
back.
7, 8. And basically, you know,
where is the?
uh, I'm kind of wanting to go a little bit anime, a little
I, by all means.
Toad Dragon. He's leaping across the battlefield, taking his blade in both hands and a reverse strike, and just coming down with all of his his weight
Mm-hmm.
onto it. And I'm going to spend. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm just doing a pain for pain attack.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that is power roll plus might.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Nice. That's tier 3.
Tier
Nice.
3
Yay!
for this is 11 plus my kit. My kit has a bonus of plus 4 for tier 3s. So that's 15. Um, and if it's might is less than my strong, which I think is going to be 3. It's knocked prone. Um, it's also pushed.
So so you saw it fleeing across the lair chamber here, fleeing, retreating into the darkness. It reached the edge and it starts trying to dig down in order to escape, but like a flash, Alicio pursues it, leaps, comes down. What is the finishing blow?
It hears the battle cry that Alicio gives as he's going across. Um, uh, and now the main event, and it turns to look, and the blade just comes
Wow.
right down on its head, spearing it right down through. And Alicio gets up from the body, wipes the blade off on its um, uh, uh, on its neck, and says, "That's the show, folks."
Yeah. It sort of screeches and hisses and twitches and writhes around a little bit, but it's clearly now just sort of the dying flashes of its strange nervous system. It thrashes and then is still. And congratulations, Alicio, as the hero who reduced the Eric's to 0 stamina. You earn a new title, Monster Bane.
Wow.
Yay!
Cool, I guess.
Let me tell you what that means. Monster Bane. You can choose one of the following benefits. So first of all, it says
Okay.
Monster Bane. You dare mock Blunwyn Mousebane? You think my deed trivial? But you didn't see the size of the mouse. But yes, you have slain the monster, and that you can choose between Beast Bane, which is creatures with the animal keyword take a bane on strikes made against you. Monster
Okay.
Soother, you gain an edge on tests made to calm or tame non-sapient creatures. Or Monster Trophy, you decorate your equipment with a trophy from a creature you defeated. When the trophy is visible, you gain an edge made on tests to intimidate sapient creatures.
I'm gonna take the trophy.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Yeah.
All right, what is your trophy for this thing? First of all,
Um,
let me make the token real big just so you can get a good look at it here.
Yeah. I think well, given that its head was pretty badly destroyed when he came down on it, it's going to be one of those serrated claws
Mm-hmm.
that it's got, and the acid has like damaged his clothes. So he's using it as the hook to hold his coat together.
Love it.
You're gonna use it as a kind of a button.
Hmm.
All right. So the other good
What is the
news.
benefit of the monster trophy again?
Oh, it is that while it's displayed, meaning like it is when you have it
Mhm.
visible, tests made to intimidate sapient creatures, meaning
Mhm.
that the reasons. I think reason score above -2
Yeah.
is what the requirement is mechanically. You can intimidate with an edge
Okay.
as long as it's like still visible, right? Like it has to. You can't
Right.
just like have it in your pack. All right,
Right.
but
Yeah.
that sounds
Mhm.
great. Love it. So you also all get 2 victories each because this is a
Ooh,
main
Oh,
Two
okay.
monster.
victors.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Okay. So tell me, what would you like to do now? The lair is now calm and
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
gonna go over and look at that pile of whatever
Sure,
over in the
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Um, T seems to be a little uh temporarily unsteady. Like she tried, it looks like she tries to walk forward but moves sideways. And
Now
yeah,
I've forgotten. Can we take recoveries outside of combat, or is there a reason not to?
I think you can.
Okay.
I think that there's basically no reason not to that I can think of.
Okay.
I mean,
Obviously, it's a
probably
respite.
outside of wasting, like, if you need them in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm better off with having the actual stamina
Yeah.
than the
Yeah.
potential stamina as recovery.
Sure.
So
So
Yeah, I'm gonna
yes,
take one as well.
I
just in
believe, yeah, there's
case.
nothing to stop you from taking them outside of combat. I think there's only limitations on abilities that use your combat resource
Heroic
because
resource,
you lose
yeah.
all of that
Yeah.
when you're out of combat.
not
Yeah.
actually, I do not. I retain a focus equal to my victories outside
Oh,
of combat.
nice.
Ah.
So the other thing about that about this is now with 2 victories, if you all feel like you are not like on the verge of running out of all of your resources, if you wanted to try to go on and take on another threat before
Yeah.
taking a respite, you have the
We'd
extra
have that. We'd
victories
have
to
that in
empower
our
you. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do feel like I'm down, I'm
Mhm.
I'm up
uh,
for another one. I'm up for another
Yeah.
one. Let's
Yeah.
take a
Well,
look at
so
this
in any
pile
case,
first.
you're
gotta
you're you're
search the
digging through the
pile.
pile. So it's super gross. So
Yeah.
tell me like there's I'm not making anyone make a check here, but I just want you all to kind of like give me the vibe because this is literally a pile of rotten remains. Most of it stripped of flesh, but mostly only.
I think T tries to dig through it, but uh, like, well, okay. Are the 3 of you disgusted by it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Eh,
yeah, T
Alicio,
tries.
uh, yeah, Alicio is not an organic being.
Hmm,
He's a creature of pure law,
hmm.
and so he's not too worried. He doesn't have that kind of instinctive response of, oh,
Okay.
that's diseased, I shouldn't touch it.
yeah.
So he's
So,
poking,
like,
but at the same time, walking around covered in rotting gore is not good for one's image.
yeah.
So
So, like, he tries to dig through it, but like her own
Alicio
disgust
kind of
at it.
spreads it out with the tip of his
Mhm.
sword to kind of look for something
Yeah.
useful in
So
there.
Her
this also.
disgust at it, plus the telepathic emanations
Hmm.
of her
Okay.
group just
Yeah.
kind of builds up, and she just
Yeah.
has to take a few steps away.
Hmm. So you find here and there's some glints of metal and other objects in here, but basically they are all acid burned to uselessness. However,
Aw.
what you do find uh, miraculously intact and unmelted is a golden amulet.
An amulet.
Well, I mean, gold is very hard to damage with acid. So
I'll also remind
Oh,
you,
dude.
as T would tell you, that that's why you came down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was the sandwich.
Well, apart
Right.
from a
So is
Well,
it
you
like
want
on
to
a
fight a
chain or
monster,
something?
but yes, it was. Yes, it's on a chain.
Okay, so Alicio kind of picks it up on the tip of his sword
Mhm.
and pulls it free of the gore and
Yeah.
drops it on the ground away from it, and then washes it off with some water
I
from
said
his
gold.
skin.
It says it's a large brass amulet shaped to look like a shining sun.
Ah.
So yes, we wash it off, rinse it off a little bit, and then kind of picks it up in his gauntlet in his hand and uses a rag to clean off the nastiest bits.
Yeah.
Well, here it is.
good. I think Orson.
But more importantly, that thing isn't going to be killing any more pigs.
True. Yes.
No.
And yeah. Can we get out of here now?
Let's.
I mean, does anyone? Yeah. Okay. So yes, you can certainly like. No one wants to spend any more time down here than you have to.
Yeah.
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 Oh, actually, one thing
Oh, yeah, go
T
ahead.
would have us would uh like on the way out be like, we should probably check for eggs.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh.
Mhm. How do you check for eggs?
I mean, we'll look around the area and make sure there isn't a nest somewhere.
Everyone looks to the left. Everyone looks to the right.
No.
well, I kind of like I
You
mean,
can do an
like,
intuition check, or if you want to try to pitch me on something else.
I mean,
intuition. Yeah, my intuition's good. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Look,
Mhm.
I'll give it a shot. Let's see if I can look around. But see if I find anything. Do I have a skill that works? Let's see. Navigate, no. History, no. Religion, no. Brag, no. Alertness, I don't think I can even sell it to
Brag is
myself.
like, I am so good at finding eggs.
Yeah.
Every each I'm the
No.
one you want to have on your team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a 7, so I didn't find anything.
You don't find any eggs, but this place is a mess. Who even knows?
Yeah.
well, we'll just have them keep an eye out. Hopefully, if there are eggs, the young ones will be easier to destroy.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was trying to make a nest. You can only hope that it hadn't had enough time to
Yeah.
get into eggs yet. I think I'm not going to make you roll to find your way back out, although I think it is, it's not trivial.
As confusing going out as it was coming in.
Well,
Yeah.
you're able to kind of follow your own back trail is the
Right.
Yeah.
advantage here. Because I'm going to just go ahead and say I think it's sensible that you would have kind of, first of all, left tracks, but perhaps even marked your path.
Yeah.
On your way down. But so in any case, I think you are able to make your way back through the tunnels and emerge back to the surface, where you are. It is now, I think, probably like maybe getting into late afternoon. Ellery isn't just sitting there right by the hole like she was, but I think as you emerge, you do see her kind of like off to she's monitoring a fire that she's using to burn the remains of the pigs that were killed.
Big Bug has been squished. Victory is ours.
She looks and she's just gobsmacked, and I think she sees the trophy that she
it's like,
got as proof, and she's just like, "Oh my God, that's incredible! I mean, thank you so much. I don't want to say I doubted you because that wasn't it exactly, but like, I don't know. You're just like real honest to goodness monster slayers. Wow. Okay. Here, just stay right there, just a second." And she runs and then runs into her house.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Kind of
just
look
kind of
around
goes.
and
I think you hear some basically like clattering and shuffling. You hear what sounds like a heavy table being dragged across the floor. There's a little bit like a clattering sound, and then she comes back out breathing hard. It's like, I couldn't remember where I put it. Okay, hang on. Here. And she holds out to you um, an old journal and a vial of something red in it. And she says, "This is my grandmother's old journal. She used to do a little bit of alchemy, you see, and she used to make this. She calls it buzz balm. This amulet, and I'm trying to let me remember what that does because it's in here somewhere. The I tell you the treasures. It's not in the treasures thing. Hang on. Maybe it's in the adventure. Okay. It's not. Oops. Okay. Well, hang on. So I'm not seeing it in the treasure handout that I'm looking at here. I will try to find it. It is. I know had seen it at some point. I apologize. This is taking a moment to sort out. But you probably want your buzz bomb, is my guess. So
Yes, we want a
Which
we want a
Rules
buzz
Lookup
bomb.
is sponsored by the Broadhurst Charcoal Burner. Orson may be unusual, but he'll get you the charcoal you need.
Okay. Well, here's the trick. Here is that it says to check the treasures handout, and I'm not seeing it in the treasures handout. So I think that we will make it up.
Is it
yeah,
balm
I think
like BALM?
yes. I think that she says that. Well, so buzz balm is.
I found it. Buzz
Where?
balm.
Where is it?
In this in something called a steel compendium. I Google buzz balm draw steel and I came across it.
Okay, cool. What does it say?
This cooling orange solve crackles and pops when exposed to the air. Keywords: magic, oil. Project source: Texolore in Kaliak. Project role characteristic: reason or intuition. Project goal 45. Effect: as a maneuver, you rub the balm on your body and feel it tingle across your skin. You immediately end the bleeding and weakening conditions on yourself, and you gain a +2 bonus to speed until the start of your next turn.
Nice. So what the vial that she's holding out is like, well, the journal has the recipe for how to make buzz balm, but one of the things that you need in order to make it is some demon honey. But that's what this vial is. So maybe with these you all can make some, and it'll help you in whatever your next fight is. But don't think I forgot what I promised you to begin with. Free bacon for life. Do you want some right now?
I would be
I never
honored.
say no to bacon.
I would be honored to
Yes.
partake of your bacon.
Please.
Yes, please.
You want to come in? It's a little bit of a mess. Not only was I not expecting company, but I also just turned everything upside down looking for that demon honey. But if you don't mind that, I can give you some bacon.
We would appreciate it.
I could use a moment to sit down.
So I think that she has sort of like a little mini smokehouse thing, like I think there's a big smokehouse here in town, but I think she's got. I'm just thinking, like, what did they do? How would they have stored the uncooked? You know what? I think this is probably already cooked bacon that she's got in like a in a salt box or something like that. So yeah. But she heats it back up for you on a cast iron pan, and I think you're all sitting on like a couple of you have actual chairs, and then everyone else has like other furniture that's kind of like scooted up to the little table there, and you can have a little bit of bacon. And I think it is perhaps, I think if we were to imagine, our modern life and the way that we can easily have bacon whenever we want, I don't know if it's great in those terms, but I bet for the time and place you are here, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think for travelers, it is very good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, and she gives you the vial, and you have now the recipe for how to um, make the buzz bomb from that. I think it must just
That
be an
is-
accident that the treasure handout doesn't have it listed. It must, like it's probably just. I bet you there's an updated version that I just don't have downloaded.
I don't know what you do differently, but this is this tastes so much better than the stuff at the inn.
All right. I've been fiddling around with Hero Forge to get the trophy
Mm-hmm.
onto my character sheet, and I've decided that, it is like a pauldron over one shoulder.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And just to be clear too, I'm looking at the thing now. The item prerequisite for the buzz bomb is an ounce of demon honey, and I believe that the vial she gives you has 4 ounces. So it's enough to make 4 doses basically of buzz bomb.
Can we? Is it just the demon honey that we need, or are the other ingredients just easy enough to get?
Everything else is abstracted. Like it's
Okay.
it's a process of that. Okay. So now that you're you have a little time while she's cooking and everything, you have this amulet.
Well, I think I would like to take a look at it just
Sure.
to see. I have a magic skill, so
Yeah.
should
I think reason is probably the best base stat for trying to like know anything about this thing.
yeah, just take a look at it, see if I can figure out what makes it special, other
Yeah.
than it being a prized possession of
I'm
Orson.
actually also going to give you an edge on this for reasons that may or may not become clear based on the result.
Okay, so that would be a separate +2 from the
Correct.
skill.
Yeah, it does not stack with the skill.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're making, if your skill applies, then you're making roll plus reason plus your skill, and then the edge.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm saying that the skill does not make skill plus edge does not make double edge.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. 22. Okay. Here's the thing. Looking closely at this amulet, at first you're just kind of saying, why does this thing look familiar? And then you realize this sun symbol was freaking all over the Delian tomb.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wonder if Orson would mind us taking keeping homeless for a moment, because this might be useful for us. Yeah, I would absolutely have no problem returning it to him, because after we're done with it. But yeah. uh, are there any other properties other than that I can determine?
It is definitely magical.
Okay.
And you believe with that's a tier 3 result. I think
Yeah.
you think as a guess that if you had to guess what this amulet's magic does, there was a pretty notable magic thing that you saw in that tomb,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think this amulet probably would get you through that magical barrier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I do think we should still do research just to make sure, because, yeah. Hmm. Okay.
I mean, why wait? We're on a roll.
Yes.
You want to head straight for the tomb right now?
Do you want to head straight for the tomb, or do we want to do like one of the mini things? Because
I think
Yeah.
you
there
guys
was
tell
that
me.
thing.
Yeah.
There was that thing in the forest that's hurting people, and then there's
The
um
bandits.
the bandits that are stealing food.
I think helping the town is probably a good way to
Recall, you
train
don't
us up.
know that the bandits are stealing food. You have heard
Yeah.
rumors that there are bandits. There
Yes,
have
so-
been reported food thefts. You have not investigated the food thefts.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
well,
doing
let's hold on. We definitely want to hold on to that, and we also
Yeah.
don't want those mercenaries in town to get an eye on it.
No,
Yeah.
we definitely don't want them.
Ixnay on the amulet may.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think T, you said a little too much to those mercenaries when we met them to begin with. I didn't want to say at the time, but it felt like you spoke a little too freely to them about what you found.
I have a feeling that what I said was something they were already, if they didn't already know or suspect, they would have found out pretty quickly.
But still, I mean, make them work for it rather than just handing them clues on a platter.
Hmm. Well, what's done is done.
Mhm.
Now, the
Yeah.
real question I have is, what do should we go and uh, tell Orson about that we recovered it, but we need to hold on to it?
No. Trust me,
Okay.
I'm a people person. No, we don't want to do that because then he'll badger and belabor us for it. We have a little omission. We don't tell him we have it yet. Not until we've gotten to the tomb, and we're not going to deal with that till we help out this happy little bird a
Uh,
little more and increase our social capital.
Based on what I saw about with Orson, would I uh, get the idea that he would demand to have it back?
I
No.
mean,
Is there any way, like,
he was clearly upset that he had lost it, and so the bug attacked him, and he wanted his amulet back. That was why he sent you on the mission.
okay. I was okay.
Yeah, literally, it's like, please
Basically
go get my
just-
necklace. If you could get it back, I would be so grateful.
Okay. Okay, well, I will take it and put it, deep in basically, one of the most hidden pockets I have.
Mhm.
Okay, so I guess you said it was the smokehouse and the granary that had the
The food
thefts?
thefts, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know that there was the food thefts at the smokehouse and the granary that the Reeve asked you to investigate. You also know that the woodcutter has been refusing to go into the woods because he says there's something dangerous out there.
So forest danger or food thefts?
Mm-hmm.
I think the food thefts are something important, but
Okay. Well, actually,
because we could go tramping around in the forest for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
But
Dewdrop, Tessio, or Tessian? Opinions?
Food thefts.
Hey. Yeah, food thefts.
Okay. Okay.
That was the one the Reeve was really.
Kept fired about, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she was
So-
that was the one that it was like the top of her list.
Okay. Well, then let's. All right. Let's head out to the smokehouse
All right.
then, because that is a closer area.
So the smokehouse is just basically right, like only just outside the town square. Like it's not one of the buildings that directly, faces the town square, but it's only just right outside. It's like this little guy right there.
Okay.
And so you're heading down that way. Um, as you approach a squat stone building with a chimney pipe. Oh, I see. I was trying to figure out the grammar here, parsing it. A squat stone building with a chimney pipes smoke into the air. Outside the smokehouse, a young woman with a soot-covered face watches your approach with apprehension as she stacks wood outside the house.
Hello. We hear you've had some thefts recently.
This is I'm getting really tired of this accusation. The people in the town here keep accusing us of that meat is getting stolen, but they just don't understand that meat shrinks when it goes through the smoking process. Here's the thing. Like she is, her hands are shaking, and she looks like she's kind of, her eyes are a little bit too afraid.
Yeah. I would like to see if she is telling the truth or or if there's
You want to
something.
make an intuition test?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
With read person.
Okay, that's yeah? Go ahead and
That's a skill
take
I
a
have.
skill on that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 14.
okay, it's an interpersonal skill.
Okay, 14 is a tier 2. Um, you're not sure why, but she is absolutely lying to you about this being the explanation. Um, and you can tell she is afraid that you are asking about it.
Ma'am, I'm a bit confused about how you know the numbers of that work. Do you mind if we go inside and
It's
have a
it's it's just
discussion about
it's
it?
just because the smoke shrinks it. That's all it is. Everybody's just making up stories and accusations.
I'm going to say into her mind, I can tell that there is something deeper here. I
Um,
am not.
her eyes go wide, and she bolts.
Where is she
I
bolting towards?
She is bolting towards the town square. But if you would like to chase her,
yes.
then we are going to do a montage test.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure that tackling a townsperson is going to be in our best interest.
It's also a
but sure.
17-year-old girl.
Yeah.
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 But you tell me. So in
I
any
mean-
case, though, to even because she's
Okay.
nimble
That-
and she knows the place,
Yes.
and so she
Yes.
is she bolted.
I am. I as nimble as she is. I'm nimbler.
Understood, but this is a montage
Theoretically.
challenge and not
Yes.
just a foot
Right.
race.
Right.
Yeah.
So in any case, I just where we go. There we go. So there are so Sabrina, you didn't know that was her name, but it is. Takes off running through the village square as she sends. She is doing various things that is going to. She sends logs spinning out into the path behind her. She was stacking wood, so she
Mhm.
basically, as she runs, she like tumbles
Knocks over
the,
it.
lo-
like,
the,
yeah.
the wood pile in your way. She whistles, and then a large growling dog emerges from a little doghouse. And then she is also heading for little tight spaces that she is sliding through, as she clearly has lived in this town her
Okay.
whole life, and she's a.
I'm going to use my jump skill to
Mhm.
leap over the logs as we chase them.
Okay. Jump is a skill.
Yep.
Okay, that
Yep.
sounds like an agility plus skill.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be +3. That's a 15.
Okay, so a
The
15.
tier 2.
Yeah. Tier 2. So I think I'm trying to I'm still I feel like the montage tests are a little bit confusing to me. Um Hang on just a second. I'm going to just double check the its recommended rules here for the, cuz that's going to be a success I think, but it's going to count as one success. Here, let's see. Um Montage tests. Okay. Um yeah, and then um okay, I see. Individual tests. Um, the director should couch each success or failure as it relates to the overall goal. Total successes. But see, the difficulty is just like, what it's not telling me though is like, okay, but is tier 1, tier 2? Okay. Sample montage test. Okay, hang on. Okay. Yes. Gives a total of 12. Okay, yeah. I see. It's basically up to me to decide if it's a like an easy, a moderate, or a difficult test, determining what level of what tier is necessary to count as a success. I think in this case, moderate is appropriate, and so a tier 2 is a success. So you have got one success. What you need to get for the 4 of you is you need to get to 4 successes before 4 failures.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing.
Okay, so you have managed to jump past the debris on the road. The other montage challenges that need to be tackled here: avoid the dog. A farmer's large cart blocks the hero's path, so get past the cart. Push through the crowd, navigate tight alleys, and close the gap. But remember, everyone has to act. You cannot use the same skill twice.
Okay. Oof.
I was gonna do the animal handling for the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
sounds
that's
good.
intuition plus animal handling skill.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is a 16.
That is a 16, which is still just tier 2, but I think a tier 2 is still a success here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at 2 successes and no failures so far. What do you do with the dog?
I stare it down and I tell it to go home, and it kind of slinks back. It's still growling a little bit, but it slinks back into its house.
It's like, but okay, all right, all right, great.
Just bark back at it.
Hey, I do have the high elf glamour, which makes me look different to everybody.
Yeah.
I could have looked like the greatest dog in the world, and I told it looked like a schlub.
I've got something for the crowd, but we haven't gotten to there yet. So.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to do them in order. We can do them in any order,
Okay.
but you can't go before everyone else has gone.
Right. So leave the crowd to me.
All right, I will take navigate tight alleys because I have navigate and intuition, so I've got a good sense of direction inside the alley, so I should be able to lead us, hopefully, through this tangled passage of twisty passages all light. Hopefully not that bad. So let's take a shot. That's only a 12 though.
A 12 is still a tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it look like when you achieve another success here for?
I'm leading the group, and it's almost like I preternaturally know, like that way. It's just like you can't even see what it's almost like his horns are twitching the right direction to go unfailingly, and
This
finally
was
at
the
the edge of
navigate
the
tight
alleys.
alleys.
Yeah.
Great.
You can see her bursting out ahead of us.
Well, so you've already got 3 successes and no failures. It's looking pretty good for you so far, but who knows? The dice might turn on you. T, what do you got?
What were the what were all the
There's
challenges?
still push through the crowd, which Alicio suggested to leave to
Mhm.
them. Get past the cart. A farmer's large cart blocks the hero's path and could result in a harmful collision. There's also close the gap, which is she has a head start, which would just be like trying to just literally catch
Power
up.
through the yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What is timescape as a skill? Like, I guess I'm
Timescape, that is knowing about the timescape, which is a lore thing.
okay.
It
Okay.
wouldn't apply here.
Yeah.
Well, how about psionics as a way to kind of try and like telekinetics,
Mm,
telekinesis.
mm,
I was saying
To
push
move the cart?
move the cart.
well, for move the cart, then maybe, yeah. I was going to say not for close the gap.
Yeah.
But for move the cart, yeah, I think I would allow. So I would be like might plus psionics.
Oh, right. That's
Well, like
I mean,
what other one could it be?
yeah. I guess. Uh, uh, well, I'm saying okay. Reason as like being like okay, if I slow it down by this much, it might
apply the
just
force in
miss.
this direction at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So just in the sense of like, how about this? It's basically knowing the precise moment to attempt to like slide in between the horse and the cart it's pulling.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think what I'm gonna say though is
Hmm.
that if you don't make this one, there will be a consequence.
Oh boy.
Okay. Okay. So
If you succeed, then it's all good.
cool. Okay.
Oh,
Hey.
15. All right, look at that.
Yeah.
Total success for all of you. So you, she was trying to lose you by taking a little bit of a circuitous path. But here, let me put you on the town square, the village square map. I don't have like tokens for it, but so on this map, I put you on it, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
On this map, she was coming from like the southwest corner. And she took you on a little bit of a path, but she was she looked like she was headed towards the like the northeast corner, but you have managed to sort of like corner her against a wall, and she's surrounded. And so you've got to where she like can't really get away, and she kind of just like drops to her knees and says, "Please, please, it's the butcher. Bruno the butcher has been stealing food, but he said that he would kill me if I told anyone." By the way, you all get a victory for total success on the montage test.
Awesome.
Yay!
Nice.
Yay.
All
Well,
right.
I'm at 3 right now. Does that match
Probably
everybody?
you all have 3. I mean,
Yeah, we all
Well,
have 3.
I was matching with that, seeing
Yeah,
making
mhm,
sure everybody
yeah,
else
yeah.
matches.
Yeah. So, all right.
please,
Okay.
he's gonna kill me.
Could I?
He's not going to kill you. Trust
He's-
We
me.
will not allow him to harm you.
Yeah.
All right.
What I
Come
think
with
would be
us.
good is if, yes, we take you into.
No, we're gonna take her to the butcher.
No.
No,
No.
hide her in our rooms at the inn, in one of our rooms, so that hope the butcher can't find her until we've dealt with
All
it.
right. So do we want to find some evidence for this outside of just what she's told us?
I
Yeah.
think we should get to the inn
Or
and
Yeah.
have
Yeah. And
talk
yeah,
more.
get the whole story.
Yeah.
Let's go get the whole story.
Including where we can find evidence.
mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Tell you
so,
what, I'll take her to the inn. Keep her safe. Get the whole story. You guys take a look over the smokehouse. I'm not so good at
Okay.
catching clues.
that will work.
Okay.
Very well. Split the party.
I don't think the butcher can do much
That's
to me.
okay. Splitting the party is okay.
Yeah.
Like you can do
Right.
that. So, who's taking Sabrina with the to the inn with
Me.
Alicia? That's it.
Lisa.
Yeah, just Alicia.
Okay. So,
Actually, I think T will go with her.
okay.
Yeah.
And then the other team is what, going to the butcher or?
No, the other team is going to the smokehouse.
Smokehouse.
Oh, okay. Okay. I follow. Okay. So yeah. Let's follow Alicia and T and Sabrina first to the inn, and she is. I think you don't have, like, at this point you don't have to make any kind of a test to see that, like, this is clearly something that she's been afraid and tired and forced to lie to people she cares about for a little while now, and she, now that the secret is out, she's just like, she's a wreck. So I think she's still just basically sobbing, and like, I don't think it's hard to, like, sort of like pull her along if that's what you do, but
I
I
think
well, I
T would.
don't want to pull her.
sure.
I think T would kind of basically
I
like
mean,
pull
she'll,
her
like,
like a.
if you, like, take her hand, she will walk. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
she's
Well, I
still
think
just
T would
openly
like
sobbing.
kind of pull her to like like comforting
Okay.
kind of thing and walk while doing that.
Okay. I mean, are you trying to calm her down, or are you going to let her just walk into the public square sobbing?
Like I feel like someone that a little bit of calming, just like
Mhm.
we'll be okay, we'll get
Okay.
you know
Well,
get you where.
make a presence test to try to calm her down.
Okay, and I empathize is a skill I have.
Oh, well, then I think that would definitely apply.
Okay, 18, tier 3.
18. Yeah, tier 3. I think, yeah, tell me, like, is there any sort of, like, a psionic or magic, or is this just, you just know how to
I think I would
calm her?
I would like kind of you know less like not actually speaking, but in her mind say you know speak comforting, you know have that, but also be like yeah uh, keep your face hidden, keep your face hidden my against me, so people can't see that
Mm-hmm.
you're coming in here, and
Mm-hmm.
just like well things saying like giving her tips on uh, how to make it less likely for the butcher to know where she's going,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
and like
So I think that she was running through the town square and you were chasing. So
yeah,
I think as you kind of emerge
maybe
from this
like
little what? Please let me, yeah, go ahead. So the as you emerge from this alley, I think there were some people who were kind of like, what's going on over there? But as they see you so obviously comforting her, I think most everyone is kind of like, oh, okay, everything seems okay.
and I think we would also like I kind of like go around, you know, take a not like go straight across to the end, but like
Okay.
maybe look like we're heading up to the smokehouse, but then loop back.
Okay. Well, I mean, all right, yeah. So I mean, she was headed towards the butcher. And the inn is right next to the butcher, so you're not
I know.
like going. The smokehouse is like to the bottom, like the southwest. So like I'm just saying, the smokehouse is way out of the way to go to the
Well,
inn.
like I'm saying, like go out of the square towards the smokehouse, and then just kind
Okay,
of go
but I'm saying
around.
that you would have to go all the way, a whole around to the other side of town to go anywhere near the smokehouse, and then back up to where you started to go to the inn.
I'm just saying, uh, leave the main open area
Okay, yeah,
of the
so you
square.
can go outside of the town square, but not towards the smokehouse, which is on the other side of town. I'm
Like
not sure
you
what's
could take
confusing about
this.
this.
You could take this
Okay.
little path right
Th-
here and then
Okay,
go
no,
back
okay.
or whatever.
You guys, are you not seeing the labels on these houses? The,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we
butcher
can see
is
them.
up here. She was running to here. Up,
Yeah.
yeah,
To the
right?
butcher.
And then the
Well,
inn is right here. The smokehouse is off the map to the southwest.
Right.
So
Yes,
if you're going
basically-
from here to the inn, it's right next door. The
well,
smokehouse is
I'm
on
saying,
the other side of town.
I'm saying, like, leave the
Okay.
square.
Yes, it is 100% okay to leave the square. It's just
Yeah.
not by the smokehouse.
Yeah.
The smokehouse is
In-
the other way.
The
Okay.
direction of it. That's what I'm saying.
But it's the opposite direction. That's what I'm saying. Doc.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not.
It is the opposite direction. It is completely on the other side of town. You were trying to go
I-
next door,
Wait.
and you're telling me you want to go next door by way of going across town first.
I get the
Gov,
misdirection, but I
Gov,
think it's a little much.
Gov, we're just going to the inn.
Yes.
Okay.
We're just going to the inn.
It's okay. You
Yeah.
can go
We're
in the
just going
back
to the inn.
door. You
I
don't
guess
have
I
to
was
go into the town
I
square.
was
Right.
Okay.
I was misunderstanding the way things are laid out.
Okay. Yeah. So looking at the map here, the bottom left corner off the map in that direction is where the smokehouse was.
Yeah.
And you are on the north alley between the butcher and the inn.
Yep. And we're just slipping into a back door in the inn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
No need to make it complicated.
You can.
Okay.
It's a good impulse to go and not walk right through the town square.
Yes.
That's good. I was just
Okay.
trying to make sure everyone understood the geography.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes. So you have calmed her. We go in to the inn. I think the barkeep there is kind of given a little bit of a raised eyebrow, but she knows better than to judge these things. It's not her business. Not if she wants to sell drinks.
Yeah. And just kind of head right up to the room.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
Okay.
right.
And then just kind of set her on Dewdrop's bed because
Mhm.
Yeah.
why not?
So I'm actually gonna stay down in the main like tap room area.
Okay.
Okay.
And just to like keep my eye out in case there's trouble,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. And
You seem to be pretty good interpersonally as well. So I
yeah.
was looking at my character sheet. I'm not really cut out for this kind of intelligence gathering, so you'll do a better job.
Okay. Right. Okay. So
I'm much better dealing with crowds.
yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So you said that the butcher is the one that is stealing the food.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
It's just he's just selling it. Like, I think I don't know who it is, but there's someone out in the forest that he's working for them or something. And I know that he was selling meat from his own shop to them, but lately he broke into the smokehouse at night and I was the only one there. And he told me that he was going to cut meat from people's meat, and that I had to tell people that that's not what was happening. He said I had to lie, or else he'd kill me.
Okay. Is there anything he has said about who he's selling it to?
I don't know. He told me to shut up and not ask questions.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I.
What are you gonna do?
What we are going to do is go and try and find the truth. Try and figure out who it's being sold to. If there is any reason why we would, if he is doing it willingly, perhaps that will make him willing to give up that information. Or if he's not doing it willingly, if he's under threat, perhaps I will make it so that he is less likely to cause you problems if we take care of it, and then just make it so that in town, so that the town doesn't have this happening anymore.
I don't think anyone's forcing him to do anything. He's always been greedy.
Okay. Huh. Okay. So, what I would like to do is, I have a disguise ability,
Okay.
and I would like to basically find out what kind of person he would be very apt to uh, spill, be loose-lipped around.
Okay. I what are you asking her?
Basically, but tell me everything you know about the butcher. I would like to make myself look
Let
like.
me be clear. This is someone who has threatened to murder her and who has been terrorizing her and stealing from her for weeks. She doesn't want to talk about what kind of girls he might like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
I think
yeah.
you've done
I
enough, Duff.
It might be
Okay.
a
Don't
good
stretch it.
plan. She's not going to be able to help you with details.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
you might want to appeal to him that way. She's not going to that's
she's not doesn't have anything to
Okay.
help us.
she's too traumatized
Oh.
to give you anything like that.
Okay. Well, okay, but yeah. Um. Okay, so I would ask her for instead. I would ask for her to give details on on how he's been breaking in, and any details about that she
He's
can.
not been breaking in. He just
Oh,
shows up and
okay.
threatens to kill her if she doesn't let him take the meat.
Okay, so I guess
Okay,
since
there's
we can
really
move
not any
move
more
on.
detail than you've already gotten, so I think we're going to
Okay.
switch over to the other group. So the other group, I think you're going to the smokehouse, which is now unattended.
Yep. So what are you thinking? I say to my companion, look for clues as to what and how it's being stolen.
What and how it's being stolen. See if he's the only one who's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, there was the uh, implication. Is that the word? The implication that there might be other people, because we've also got the food that's being stolen from the granary.
Yes. So there might be
There
multiple.
might be it might be multiple prongs of attack. So I'd like to see if there is sign
Evidence.
of a break in, or if there's some kind of sign that we can figure out, if it is the suspect, then what kind of evidence has he left if it's just him.
So, at the risk of overcomplicating something that's not got a lot of detail here,
Yeah.
I'll let you all just make like an investigation check, which is going to be I think you could sell me on either reason or intuition. I would give you probably different
Yeah.
information. You know what? No, just intuition. Someone do intuition.
Intuition. Well,
Yeah.
You do it.
all right. Can I go for alertness for being savvy to clues or
Yeah.
weird things going on? Okay. So I will go prowling around
Yep.
and see if we can find. That is only 11 though.
The thing is, you don't find much more than evidence that there seems to really only be one door into the place. The meat that is in there, you can definitely see several places where the meat that is in the process of being smoked, which means it's kind of smoky in there, and that's why it's hard to see much more detail than this. But you can definitely find evidence on a couple of these big pieces of meat that places where it's clearly been cut with a knife because you can see exposed parts of it that are not as smoked as the rest. And so it's clearly been cut since it's been in here.
Right. Yeah.
There's not really any sign that the one door has ever been like forced, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think at least for this part, I think maybe the butcher is our only suspect. The granary may be a different problem entirely, and which we'll have to investigate separately. Too bad we can't. What's the phrase? Kill two birds with one stone. Sadly.
Yeah.
But they're not.
But
Yeah. So
here's the question: do we take down the butcher ourselves, or do we go to the Reeve with the information?
we find proof and we bring it to the Reeve. That's the lawful thing to do.
Okay.
That's what I would prefer myself.
Yeah. I would prefer not to beat up somebody in a town.
I mean, what you've got right now is basically, it's, you know, the classic he said, she said situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we need that. Right. We need to possibly catch him in the act.
Yeah.
Instead of stakeout.
Yeah. I think so too.
Otherwise, right now, it's he said, she said, we're strangers from out of town. Who are people gonna believe? They're gonna believe the butcher over us and that poor girl that ran.
I think I have an idea. I wonder if T would agree to it.
What do you think?
I'm thinking that we have T take the place of the girl since she has that ability to disguise herself. And
oh yeah,
she takes the place of the girl tonight, and we'll, keep her in our room and
set a trap.
We'll set a trap.
I like the way you think, First Dewdrop. Let's go for it. Let's sell T and Alicia on this plan.
What is your disguise ability, T?
The skill.
Just the
it's
skill?
forgettable face.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you spend 1 hour or more assembling a disguise, you automatically obtain a tier 2 outcome on any test that could make use of the disguise skill. If you have the disguise skill, you automatically obtain a tier 3 outcome on the test.
So I think that so if you spend an hour or more assembling a disguise, okay. Yeah, all right, sure.
And I have the disguise skill, so.
Okay. Yeah, so if you want to spend an hour or more, you could get a tier 3 outcome on your on disguise.
Yeah. So, once they get back, we can they can just do that, and I'll take some time, be like, I'll let her know that for tonight, I would like to take your place in the smokehouse. You stay here with my friends, or you stay here. We'll have food sent up to you. And we'll make sure nobody.
The one thing that I think make so all of you have you regrouped to coordinate on this plan then, it sounds like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will allow as a group someone to make a reason, or let's call it, actually this ought to be probably an intuition test as well about this plan.
I have an intuition of 2, but I don't think I have a skill that works with it. Someone can do better?
My intuition is -1, so don't ask me.
I have intuition of 1.
But do you have a skill that could work?
I think this
person.
Well, what are we trying to address here? Trying to tell whether this plan is good?
Yeah, to foresee a potential complication here that I'm anticipating.
Empathize?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you a +3 total, so that makes you the better
Yep.
person to make the roll.
Okay.
If we're mini-maxing.
14. So it's a tier 2. You think people saw your group bringing Sabrina into the inn while she was crying and talking to her and bringing her up to her room.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Well,
And so that doesn't mean that the butcher saw it personally, but
But
it
he'll
is a
hear
small
about it.
village.
you'll hear
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, like part of my disguise could be coming down in
Okay.
disguise, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
like wiping
Sure.
my
Okay. I'm just,
eyes.
this is why I wanted you to make the check to anticipate that that was a possible.
Yeah.
part of
Actually,
concern.
when you started talking about that, I was like, my mind immediately jumped to that.
Mm.
Like,
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, and in particular, given that his threat was like, if you try to talk to anyone or tell anyone, he might be all the more likely to show up the next time he thinks she'll be alone.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, so I would do that,
Okay. So you
and
can
then
certainly make your disguise as we established. Well, so you're going to get a tier 3 result here, but how do you do it?
so I yeah, I'd probably have some like kind of simple like um like how similar would I like what color is her hair and stuff like that.
I mean, I think you
Like
like
it's
if the idea is you have like a kit with a bunch of like wigs and makeup and
Yeah.
stuff, then that's fine.
yeah, or like
Okay.
some
Yeah. And
simple
you trade clothes.
yeah,
Okay.
straight clothes and
hmm
you know, have her walk around to make sure I can imitate her gait and
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, voice and such.
All right.
Yeah.
So, presumably you're going down as though you are alone.
Yeah, when
Okay.
I'm
And going back to
alone
the
Um,
smokehouse, apparently
or
alone. Is that the plan? I think it's
I
getting into
think,
the evening now. That's starting. The sun's starting to get low.
yeah, I think that looks kind of suspicious. I'm going to
Okay.
accompany her.
okay. So and just leave me at the smokehouse and maybe take a you know, I post
Um,
position to watch.
I I'm thinking that um the whole idea of, see, because there's been a kerfuffle, I don't think he's going to steal anything. I think what he's going to do is try to kill her. So and I think he, if he's thinking ahead to us, we would want to put some protect. So I'm going to. There's only one entrance. I'm going to stand watch outside.
Okay.
Okay.
What is everyone else doing?
Hide
Um,
nearby.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think lurk nearby out of sight, so it doesn't
Yeah.
look like we're all ganging up there. And then,
Well, so those of you who are trying to hide, give me hide checks.
all right.
All
I
right.
believe that it's probably agility makes the most sense, unless you want to try to spin something else.
Nope.
Hmm. Yeah, agility. All right, not great, but we'll go
If
for it.
anyone has sneak, that would
No.
probably help.
No,
Hmm.
not.
No. Circus folk. No sneak.
Well,
I mean, they
dang.
could.
Oh,
yeah.
damn it.
Oh, not so bad for me, but yeah, you're not. You're hanging out there. Do you drop?
Yep.
Yeah. So, I think we can also have, because you're the one that's kind of out in the open, Alicio. I'm gonna want to have you make a. I want to have you make an intuition check here.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
Huh?
You said why, and I said I'll tell
I
you in a
said
minute.
lie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, as a possible skill.
I got a 4.
No, this is definitely not for that. So
Okay.
yeah, I think you're not seeing anything. You're on guard, but as far as you can tell, the only people you see are clearly other people off doing other things.
Mhm.
That's it. I think for the two of you that are, also trying to hide,
Mhm.
um, You can both each make your own separate intuition check because I don't think you're together.
No.
Right.
Mhm.
So that's a
Okay.
13.
13. So tier 2.
Oh, doesn't work.
Um,
A 4. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that you, first Dewdrop, you spot Brune the butcher heading kind of in this direction, but kind of like tentatively, like discreetly, like he's looking around, like
Uh-huh.
he's trying to not be seen.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch him get close and then stop, like he sees something off in the shadows somewhere.
Right.
And then he kind of like looks uncertain, a little angry, and then he turns around and goes back in the direction of his place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think I think like occasionally I would like kind of reach out mentally to each one and just kind of look like call
Well,
for a
if you're
status
if you're
update.
inside, can you just like I don't think you can just automatically telepathically communicate with everybody no matter where they are, can you?
You can basically if I'm within range and I know the person, I can I can uh I
I
can
feel like Alicia would definitely be in range. She's just right on the other side of a door. Everyone else, I don't know that you even know where they are
okay. Yeah.
because they're
So
hiding somewhere outside.
Yeah.
But you could certainly reach out to Alicia.
yeah. I'd reach out. I guess I would reach out to Alicio and see
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
I
status.
think you've been guarding for a little while. It's definitely dark now.
Yeah. I'll I'll head back towards Alicio and the smokehouse and let them know, hey, he was wandering this way. He saw something that spooked him, and then he headed back. So I don't think he's going to make a try tonight.
Yeah, I
He
think
might
by the way,
still, but
when
yeah, he's
when you
Well,
see Tessian come out of his hiding spot, you realize that he must have been who
Spooked. Yeah.
Brune saw hiding in the shadows.
Okay.
yeah. So I mean, the girl is safe, but I think this might be something we take to the Reeve at this point because I mean the intent was there. He was heading this way. He was definitely angry about something.
Mm-hmm.
Um but
All right.
I don't know
Let's
that
bring her
this
over to the
is
Reeve. It's not too late for that.
Yeah, I think
If she
and
tells
I
him her
imagine
story, then I
once
think
you
we'll.
all you guys would come back in once it's obvious that he's not coming back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, we would
let's
that
go
would-
get her and bring her to the Reeve before somebody figures out where she is. And
And it strikes out her, yes.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. How about I hate to split the party, but how about some of us go to the inn and you guys go to the Reeve and we'll meet in the middle?
Well,
Less time
I
apart.
think we need to bring her to the Reeve. So
Yeah.
go get her. And
yeah,
go to the Reeve.
I think
Okay.
we get her out of the inn and we take her to
Because
the
remember,
Reeves
there's
office.
bandits about. Let's
And an angry butcher. So we want to
Yeah.
safety
Yeah.
in numbers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I was overthinking it. No worries.
So we
Okay.
go, and I think I would kind of make it so that she, you know, since she would be wearing my clothes, maybe she's me and I'm her. So if someone decides to try and jump her, she can. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'll,
you're with her. I mean, I don't think
yeah.
anyone's going to jump
Yeah.
her. Anyway,
Well, yeah.
the other
Anyway.
thing I'll just remind everyone, just in terms of scale, is that like it's a 40-minute walk to the Reeves house. So I'm not saying you don't do that if that's the plan. Absolutely, I'm just making sure everyone understands kind of the scale here. If we're back on the town, you can see if you're in the town square, it's like it's more than 2 miles to the Reeves house.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
she's
I
not
mean,
really like a
still.
town Reeve. She's like a regional Reeve.
Yeah,
Regional.
But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
nevertheless, I think the thing we need to do is take
Yes,
her
and
to
so
the.
that's fine. I want that in the picture that I think she's asleep on the bed when you get back to the room. She's just exhausted, but certainly this is all important. So,
Yep.
you know, if you suggest that she come with you to the Reeves house, then she's absolutely willing to do that. She feels safe with the four of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, we will take you to the reef. We have our witness,
Mhm.
so it's less. So it's yeah. There's proof other than what you say, so we'll make it more believable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And
we will
the
go and do that, and just like kind of bird's eye view around us as much as we can,
Mhm.
or eagle, yeah, alert
Yeah.
to it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that because we're at 10, I'm gonna give us a little bit of a montage of what happens here. Not like a montage
Okay.
challenge, but I think you get her to the Reeves house. We see a short shot of you sort of explaining and her telling her story to the Reeve. The Reeve looks angry. Everyone is then coming all the way back into town. You arrive together at the butcher's shop, which has a sign with the image of a pig painted onto the sign in front of a simple butcher shop. Displays cuts of meat hanging on pegs to the wall. On the wall, except even outside the shop, the place reeks of blood and offal. But what you find inside is an empty shop. Some of the meat is still there, but clearly a lot of things have been cleared out. Belongings have been packed up, and Brune is nowhere to be found.
Dang it.
Okay. The mystery deepens.
Oh, I think
I
he's
think the
run
Reeve
off to
says,
whoever it is.
I think he was onto you and he ran away rather than face the music.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's gone off to whoever his Confederates were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still other thefts in this village, like of the granary too.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we have
A
further things to
respite is a
explore.
full 24 hours, right?
Yes.
So as long as we just like get a good night's rest and then
Mhm.
start up in the morning, we're not taking a respite until our victories stay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so if you just like, first of all, it's like it's already probably like
Yeah.
past midnight, but
Yeah.
with all of this, and so I think that if you just like get a cat nap and you want to keep going, but so basically it's just like the respite, allows you to replenish recoveries, but getting one night's sleep doesn't count as a respite. So you don't
Okay.
replenish your recoveries, but you also keep your victories.
Right.
I think that sounds good.
Hmm.
And
Yeah. And so I think the Reeve is frustrated. She's like, well, I'm obviously very glad to know the source of these apparent thefts from the smokehouse at least. But I do wish we could have had a chance to question him. If he's got Confederates, as you mentioned, in the wood, I don't even know where to start looking for them, or what else they might have in mind. Do you know if they were also doing the thefts at the granary?
No.
Seems like
We haven't
we
investigated
don't
that
know
yet.
that, but it seems connected.
Yeah. And it
Ah.
seems connected to the rumors of bandits in the woods. So
Well, that for sure. Yeah.
So we can check that out in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
And-
thank you very much for what you've done. It seems like you protected Sabrina's life, and even if we didn't learn all that we could, that dirty coward Brune, I never did like him much. I don't think anyone in town did. And, I'm sure we can get someone else to take over the butcher shop.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for this. But it seems like there's probably still work to do.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't get any victories for him running away.
No.
No.
Nope.
Well, we
That's fine.
protected an innocent. That's
You sure
what's-
did.
that-
No, like you
that's-
definitely
yeah.
have stopped the thefts and protected Sabrina's life. Meaningful.
Yes.
All right, so I think, but also presumably you have Brune running off to tell his friends about the team of
Yeah.
adventurers in town that have ruined everything for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I imagine we would have a you know, perhaps the town can get together and keep an eye on Sabrina, so she doesn't get stabbed in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so I think with that we will leave it here for now, and perhaps we will return for more Draw Steel on a future episode of So Many Levels.
So many
Yay!
levels!
Yay!